good evening, folks. We are live here on YouTube.
We lost our host.
We lost our host.
Couldn't pay for that.
Oh my God, we're gonna go over the rails.
No, it's not gonna. It doesn't stop.
That'll never
anymore.
happen again.
It doesn't stop. He
Yeah.
has to shut the link off.
That'll never happen.
I
I love John.
Hey, Sean,
Sorry,
I
I lost my audio there for a second.
Hey, Sean, you should what the dark
As I
thing-
was saying,
We're live. Hey, what's going on?
We are.
we are live
We are
at the
live.
Horror Hangout live stream, and this is Came from Underground. We are here with Mr. Dave Maggot,
Hello.
Jen and Christian from Jen's Reviews from the Grave, Mr. Horrific Nightmares JM, and the horror miser Monty G. And hopefully later on we will get Mr. Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies, hopefully. And we got the horror free 85 in the house. What's going on?
Hi.
Hello.
Mine must be broken.
We got all,
All right, what's going on?
we got
here?
all kinds of fun stuff to talk about. Underground horror, which I know is some of you guys probably favorite type of horror.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I may like it a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And I certainly like my share, you know. And we're also going to be talking later on about Robert Englund's career, because this was his birthday month, so we'll give him a little tribute to him later on.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Robert Englund.
Hi, Cody.
Yep.
Hey, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
What's up, Cody?
National
Steven.
Okay, I must be running.
Hey, what's
behind
going
you.
on?
Oh, hey, Cody.
What's up, everyone?
I'm not running.
All right, so shall we get into it with our first topic of the evening?
Yes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Let's get it on, as Marvin Gaye would say.
Ooh.
Yep.
Let's get it on. Favorite underground creature feature monster movie.
Tough one.
Who wants to go first?
Uh-oh. I think Jen and Chris should go first. They're
Yeah.
rubbing their hands, and Jen's got that giddy look on her face.
Go ahead, Jen and Christian. You go for it.
All right.
Start.
Mine, I'm going to surprise anybody. In fact, I think it was on one of our lists,
It
wasn't
was
it?
in our top 10 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is the Snake movie. With
Oh,
the
that one.
cobra.
I love that movie.
Shit
I
out
love
of
that
me.
movie.
I do too,
Yeah.
but you can't, Jason.
Did it really?
Yeah,
I'm
really?
totally afraid of snakes. I'm like, I nearly was
Oh.
bitten by one as a kid, so I have like a phobia of them. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
No,
but I'm weirdly obsessed with them. That's the weird thing. Like, I'll watch movies with snakes, and I will scream. You can back that up. Even like Snakes on a Plane and Anaconda, I'll jump and scream.
Uh-huh. She's scared of Anaconda.
But that
I'm scared of spiders. So. I'm scared of spiders. So.
hey, I'm
yeah,
afraid of sharks.
feel you
So.
there.
that's my favorite.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I can go back to that and the cobra.
The
The cobra at the end. That just was that a real cobra? It was, because it was before CGI
That
cobras.
was- yeah.
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 And I actually felt sorry for the python that dies at toward the end of it. Even though I hate snakes, I was like, oh, because it was like a puppy door. So it was weird. How about you, Sparky?
For me, I'm going to go with one not many people talk about anymore. I think it's a damn shame because it's a very low budget film, but I think it has a lot of charm. That being The Deadly Spawn, which is
Good choice.
Oh, God.
Great choice.
Yes.
yeah, The Deadly Spawn, which is I describe it as the attack of the giant penis aliens. Very phallic on this farmhouse. I love that movie. And you kind of have was it before Friday the 13th Part 4? Because our main character kind of is the Tommy Jarvis villain because he's a massive horror movie fan.
I don't know which
I
one.
think it might have been before Friday.
Was it 85 or 86?
I don't know.
I want to say 84, I think.
Oh, okay. So the same year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, then yeah. So yeah, a very pro Tommy Jarvis from Part 4. Like our main character loves horror movies and does all kinds of makeup effects and stuff. And yeah, Attack of the Giant Penises from Space, aka The Deadly Spawn.
You'd think that'd be more.
I'd agree with you, Cody. Snakes are cool.
I don't do well with snakes either. I'm like Indiana Jones there.
I'm spiders for me.
Hey,
Spider.
snakes, that's alien.
Yeah, spiders.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm scared of death of spiders.
Does Neon Maniacs count? Because they win.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
That's
they,
Creature.
The Neon
They're
Maniacs.
great.
That's 12 creatures in diabolical
Yeah.
order.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Neon Maniacs.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
That also has a Tommy
Sure,
Jarvis,
why
but
not?
it's a girl.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
Oh.
A lot of movies have ripped off Tommy. But he probably ripped off from somebody else.
More than likely, yeah.
How about you, Jace?
I had a lot of fun with Monster and Animal. Both were independent films. And they're both released by Frame Factory, too. But they're both independent films. Monster especially. I thought Monster was really good.
Yeah.
But
They're a good choice.
Those are really good choices.
I didn't
I would have picked The Deadly Spawn, but somebody took it from me.
You're welcome.
You're just the brat of the group.
Actually, commenting on Jen's the Snake movie, I had never seen that before, and I bought a 4-pack which had Phantasm 2, Serpent and
I have
Rainbow. Yeah, the
That's a
same.
My favorite, the
It's not a print now, too,
underground
but-
creature feature.
Yeah,
But,
'cause I saw that when I was like 10, maybe 9 or 10 years old, because it came on. It's a TV horror movie, and at the time it actually had Dirk Benedict from the A-Team and Battlestar Galactica. Yeah.
Yep.
That I was a bit surprised at how
Nice.
great the practical effects were, especially during the 70s. So I was really surprised how the good makeup job they did when this transformation of the human to a snake.
He gets tusked in that movie.
He does. Or Puppet Master 4? And Puppet Master, you get Puppet Master 6.
Well, for me, my underground monster, I'm going to go with the original blob creature.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah,
Great choice.
gotta go old school with that
Awesome, I
one
love
right
it.
there, because it was I like the practical effects that they did. Steve McQueen's first movie. Most people don't know that was his actual first. That was his movie debut. It was a nice 1950
Ah.
creatures features horror picture.
Well, I hear the music now.
It definitely had that great 50s sci-fi creature movie vibe to it.
Mhm.
We need to go to Blobfest one year.
Blobfest? What's Blobfest? That sounds amazing.
The Blob Fest.
The town that they filmed The Blob in has this yearly festival where they watch the movie in the theater where they're running out at the end, and at the scene that everybody runs out of the theater.
That's awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
know. It's on my bucket list to go to Blobfest one year.
And then we got
You guys remember Beware the Blob? I think
Yeah.
that was
Oh yeah, that's the 72. Sometimes known as Son of Blob.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know I always heard it Son of Blob.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not original.
Good one too.
And the 80s one is, of course, the best.
So my pick is
Yeah.
going to be Alligator.
You say alligator?
I love that movie.
That's a good.
Alligator, the original alligator.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Fun
Robert
movie.
Forster.
Plus a baby gator down the toilet. Next thing you know,
It
he's
freaked me out when I was a kid. It really freaked me out, and I'm scared of alligators because of that movie. Just scared of sharks. I'm scared of alligators.
Scared of whales.
I'm scared of just the water. Anything in the water. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know,
I told you,
water.
that's why I don't swim in the ocean. There's sharks in the ocean. Sharks are real.
I like the second alligator movie because it's cheesy.
yeah.
That one was cheesy.
Yeah.
But the first one is really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be the best Jaws knockoff.
True.
Yeah.
What about that other alligator movie that was made in the early 2000s?
Dark Water? The
Maybe.
Dark Ages?
Oh,
Or
No,
black
no.
or backwater.
Oh, there were so many.
There's
It
so
was,
many. Because you got backwater. There's Rogue.
Rogue.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Rogue was good. I love Rogue.
I did too.
Then there's Toby Hooper's Crocodile.
Lake Placid, you know.
There's
I love Lake Placid.
Red Surf.
I love Betty White in Lake Placid.
Yes,
I just love it. I
There was
love
just
Lake-
one called Crocodile, right?
Mhm.
That was dope.
Yeah.
They made like how many of those? Like just two? Or
I think there's just
I think there's two of them.
and then it fought like Lake Placid. No, it fought Lake Placid fought Anaconda.
Yeah, Lake Placid.
there is 6 Lake Placid films. I
I
looked
know.
it up. There's 6 of them.
Wow.
Darling.
All of them.
Yeah.
There's only one good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Anaconda, the second one was just Anacondas, right?
The Hunt for the blood orchid. Yeah, Hunt for the
Yeah,
blood
Lake Classic
There you
Legacy.
go.
I just got this one on from a hard pack last month.
orchid. Nice.
that's awesome.
How was that one? Was that bad?
I haven't watched it yet.
It's okay. Robert Englund, I think he's in one of them. He might be in that one.
I think he's
I
in
thought it was two of them.
part 3 and 4, maybe. Is-
I think it's in 4.
Car
No, maybe,
Freak says Legacy he was in, I think.
yeah, I think it's in 4 and 5.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. He's in those two. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see those.
Is Hasselhoff in one of those, or is that in Anaconda movies?
That's Anaconda
okay.
3D.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Where you
That
have
was Piranha 3D, 3
Yeah,
double
Piranha
D,
3D.
Oh yeah.
3 double
right.
D.
Piranha 3 double D's not as good.
Yeah, no, it's not. Very, very inferior sequel.
Very much so.
Yeah, true. Did you guys ever see Star Crash?
Yeah.
A long time ago, yeah. When I was a child. Ah.
I'm
Does
with
that
it.
have,
Hasselhoff's in that one?
Isn't Joe Spinell the villain or something like that now?
He is.
That's the only reason
Yeah.
I heard you.
And Carolyn Monroe.
Oh yeah.
Only reason I watched.
All right, guys, ready for the next one?
that. Sure.
Yes.
Hit us, baby. One
Favorite
more.
full moon feature.
I know Jason's.
I bet you guys will have a field day with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Jen and Christian, how about you?
Okay.
Start.
Okay, I'll start. I have to go. I've got 3. I couldn't pick. I couldn't narrow it down any
Me-
3. And
wow.
one of and it's a cliche answer, my first one, but it's nostalgia for me. Puppet Master, the first Puppet Master, I watched that all the time as a kid. That was like a movie that I rented all the time.
Absolutely.
So that's nostalgia. Then Castle Freak, because who doesn't love Castle Freak?
Melty Dick.
Melty Floppy Dick. And then the one, also another one that I really loved, it was their first zombie film, I think. It's The Dead Hate the Living. That is
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's the director that used
Oh,
to
yeah.
troll me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Dave Parker.
Yeah, I love that movie. That was another one. And wasn't it its first zombie? I think that was their first zombie.
I think that was their first Full Moon's first zombie.
Yeah. So those are my three. They're all amazing.
Like
I
that
couldn't,
Reanimator.
yeah, but they're all amazing. Please say I'm not the only one that had puppet
I remember one of the zombies and that looked like Rob Zombie.
master.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Ibon, yeah.
Yeah. So those are my three. What about you?
For me, there are two types of full moon movies: the horror films and the action films. For the horror films, and even then, this is debatable, but my favorite one has to be Bad Channels. I adore Bad Channels, especially its concept. I think it's a very creative and unique film. It's very weird. But for my all-time favorite full moon movie is a film I'm kind of a fan of. It's Trancers 2.
Trancers, too.
Not the original.
And a
Nope.
Jack Death.
I think Trancers 2 is even better than the first film. I love
Future comes back.
I adore
Nice.
Trancers 2. That is probably my all-time favorite full moon movie. A watermelon has
Nice.
a nuke, and he has to fucking golf cart to save the planet. It's amazing.
Good choice.
That is a good choice. Very good choice.
Yes.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, man.
I'm going to go with demonic toys.
Good one.
Good one.
Good one, yeah. Mine is subspecies.
I figured.
How many-
It's vampires. What do you expect? I can never
Nice.
get enough of Rod. I can never get enough of Radu.
It is great. I love subspecies. I was this close to saying subspecies. I love it.
I know Jason loves that movie.
I think that's a 2 for subspecies.
It's probably mad because I said it first.
You got to say it first.
No, I love Species. That's my favorite movie as well. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Nice.
Surprised not anyone else had Puppet Master. I guess they just didn't watch Cinemax a lot as a kid. And like I was an insomniac.
Oh, I watched Cinemax
No, I-
a lot
no,
as a
see,
kid.
I
Kind of
got,
skin
anytime-
movies.
anytime when the local video store, Earl's Video Store, had a new full moon tape, I watched it. That's where I got my full moon fix from.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I got mine from Joe Bob and from the Skinamax, but because I couldn't sleep at night, I was an insomniac child, much like now. And I would like 2 in the morning, they'd be playing it, and I'm like, I love this.
All right, I'll watch Head of the Family.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's a good one too.
That is good.
Ben. Demonic Toys versus Dollman
Yeah,
versus
that's
Dollman.
good.
Yeah.
Versus Demonic Toys versus the Puppet Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not as good, but
No,
But
it's
it's
not
cute.
as good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's got Corey Feldman though
Yeah.
Yes.
as Toulon.
Also, Full Moon has just owned that movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a sci-fi
Did they?
original.
Yeah. Full Moon has disowned that.
I
film.
did not know that.
Yep. That's why it's not in the Puppet Master
What
box
more
set.
I know.
That's why it's not in the Puppet Master box set.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I
Yep.
didn't either.
Yeah, they disowned it.
Hey, Chiller.
What up, Ben Grimm and Chiller Theater?
Hey guys.
Welcome. Come into our lair.
Layer of the Undead.
Lair of the White Worm.
Both are right.
Wow, that's a good movie.
Or Enclave. I felt
I'm
like
just going to have to go with Castle Freak.
Yay.
um,
somebody had to pick it.
I had it too. Love it.
As much as I do, I love the Puppet Master series, but Castle Freak, I think, was just the best made horror movie out of any of them, you know?
Yeah.
Best
Yeah, it is.
produced, and it's just good. It's just a seriously good movie.
For Puppet Master, my favorites are 3, 4, and 5.
3 and 2 for me. And I do like a lot of the later ones.
I'm with you, Dave.
place.
I still got to see. I have the first Axis, but I still got to watch it.
They're not bad. The Axis movies are okay.
I might have the
actually like-
first two.
I
When
actually like way better than the Axis movies.
Yeah, I got to get that too. I was about to say that. Like I haven't gotten a hold of that one yet.
Ooh, I love Global Strike. That movie was super fun.
It was fun.
Okay, guys. I know I'm gonna leave this next one to you guys because I haven't seen a single one of these. That is favorite Wild Eye movie.
How have you not seen a Wild Eye movie?
I know. I know. I'm sorry. But I mean, how do you see them unless you buy them? And I don't want to. I don't like to buy stuff unless I.
They have some on Tubi.
Yeah.
On what?
Tubi. Tubi.tv.
Tubi.
Yeah.
And Amazon Prime
Amazon
has
Prime.
Amazon Prime has some. Yeah.
In fact, it has one of the ones that's
Pretty much all the really worthwhile ones are on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
See, I've tried to watch Tubi, but for some reason the sound won't come in on my TV.
I'm gonna have to go with Carousel.
Ooh, I still
That's
need
a
to see
good
that one.
Yeah. I was gonna say Bone Hill Road, but I love Carousel. Carousel's amazing. I love Bone Hill Road too, but Carousel's just my cup of tea completely. Like if I could make a killer carousel horse, a unicorn horror movie, I'd make that one.
Would you make it glittery, Dave? Would you
Yeah.
make it glittery?
Yeah.
Glittery.
Rainbows.
Rainbows, yeah, of course.
With rainbows and glitter.
Hell yeah.
I keep it in my room.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
I can see Jen doing the coloring book for that.
She
Yeah.
probably has one somewhere.
It's on my wish list.
Of course.
Oh, for good news for you guys that follow my coloring, I found a baby penis book.
Wait, what?
No.
What?
You know,
You know,
you got Gory with her dogs, and you know with a penis color book.
yeah,
She has multiple penis coloring books.
yeah, I found another one. So you guys will be happy to know. I'll probably order it in my next order. For mine, I am going to go, and this is one I have to thank Bronco Juggalo for because he turned me onto this movie. And I'm like, and it was on Amazon Prime for anybody. It was a pain in the ass to get, and then they put it on Amazon Prime. Animalistic. It is a rape revenge film with necrophilia in it. So of course this would be the one Jen would go with.
Of course.
It's a little film. It does have issues. I'm not going to say it's a perfect film, but it's mostly budgetary issues, so you can kind of forgive it. But it's a very dark, brutal film. So naturally, Jen's going to go with it. I highly recommend it. Brad really likes it too. So, yeah. What about you?
Dave mentioned it already. I'm gonna go with Bone Hill Road because that is one of the best werewolf movies of the last few years.
It is a great
It's
movie.
super, super fun. It's really damn bonkers at points because half of it's a serial killer movie. But that part's fun too. I really, really like Bone Hill Road. I think it's fun.
Yeah. And great people.
Yeah, great. Great actor, great performance. Everybody. Plus Linnea Quigley. That's just automatically a win for me.
That's your dream woman.
Oh, I gotta see that.
You would like it. You would like it.
It's a really good werewolf movie.
I've been actually trying to see that one. For some reason, I keep not seeing it because I heard a lot of good things about it. But I, for some reason, and it had to intrigue me. But Shark Exorcist, I just had to see what the fuck was that. It's like you can't. We got enough sharks anyway. Now we got to have a shark that's possessed.
No, Monty, don't see it. Don't see it. No, you watch movies certain times. No.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
saying that was your favorite.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The only person I know that kind of likes the movie is Brad.
Yeah, Brad's the only person I know that actually liked Shark Exorcist.
And I like to think he's just pulling our leg.
That movie is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
It's got
No, he
Paul
likes it.
and, James
The
Balsamo.
only reason why I said it's the only Wild Eye movie I've seen because that's the reason why, yeah, it's the only one I've seen. because I just had to take a look at it just to see what the hell this movie is about. And oh my god,
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
That one was so bad.
Oh, what a waste of 90 minutes.
I know.
Yep.
I,
Yeah, you had a mild breakdown watching that movie.
not that really was just for many of our other videos, but I did.
It's like this, and I give independent filmmakers all the credit in the world because they try their best to make an honest to God movie. But I don't know if they I don't know what they were trying to do with that.
I don't think
A
they
lot of
did.
them
Oh boy, that's a bad one, Monty.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
But
Flash.
it's got James Balsamo from Groundhog.
It does. That's almost
Hey, Rick.
addiction levels of bad.
I know Jason will pick a good one.
Yeah,
That's almost addiction levels of bad.
Cold Ground is really good too.
Hey, Rick. How's it going?
Hey, Rick.
Holla, holla.
Hey, Rick.
Depends on what you want to watch. The Horror Network is really good if you like an anthology. Oh, you okay? You all right? And Bone Jangles is good if you like
I want Bone Jangle.
kind of like comedy too. Bone Jangles is awesome. If you like comedy slashers. You okay? Yeah, those are some of the good ones. And just watch Main Street Meets. That was pretty fun.
Ooh.
If you like Herschel Gordon Lewis.
Who does
It's
it?
basically,
I do.
yeah, I mean, it's basically Bloodfest, but an updated version of it. And it's fun. It's a fun movie.
Sure.
I might be a fan of H.G. Lewis.
Oh, yeah, there's.
I might be. Maybe just a
There
little.
you go, baby.
There you go.
Sexy.
Quick question,
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting to that.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, we are.
A Liberating Woman skin from Hamilton book?
Yep.
Because I
Yeah,
can't
let's-
find it on there. I can't find the
What
fan on there
What
either.
about that one, Nun's Curse or something with Felissa Rose?
Yeah, I can't find that on there anywhere, or the fan.
I think I bought the
Well,
only
might be
the only
sold.
cops they had. And I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I'm pretty sure I bought out some department in Hamilton book. Yeah, like everything they announced for new, I got almost.
Nice.
Yeah, so I must have bought the only ones they had. So I'm like sitting there. Everybody go
I
check them
haven't
out.
seen that yet.
Which one?
Mm.
A lizard in a woman's skin.
Oh, I haven't either. I guess it's like a Fulci, like Giallo, I think.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, buddy.
that's Fulci, right? Lucio Fulci.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You okay? You all right?
Next one's gonna be fun favorite cult / exploitation movie.
Ooh.
Christian had a breakdown trying to figure out
That's a
this.
fun one.
Pick between my.
I got a good one. I got a good one for that.
I'll say basket case. Basket case.
I was this close.
Who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
Basket
I
case.
did. Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Frank Henenlotter's 1982 film Basket Case.
Yeah,
That's
that was
what I-
good.
Love it. Great one.
Well, Sean again.
I'll be right back.
Our leader left us. He didn't want to hear my answers.
You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here.
Is
Say hi to
that
everybody.
the Pootie cat?
It's the Frankie.
No, it's a dog.
Yeah, he's old. Yeah, he just got groomed. He's
Oh, he
pretty.
looks. He's handsome.
Boy again.
Hi, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Don't worry, you didn't miss my answers yet. We waited. Okay, so
Good,
I'm gonna.
glad.
Sorry, Sean. I'm
Okay.
gonna make quick because Christian had a meltdown.
I had a
with this
mental
one.
breakdown deciding this.
Okay, this was a hard question, admittedly, because there are so many good ones. And like I thought a basket case like Dave, but the one that I went is you could even argue this might be the original exploitation movie from
32.
1932. Todd Browning's Freaks. I love that movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
Oh, we're going way back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that movie. That movie had a strong impact on me as a kid. I watched that and I just was like blown away. I saw that on AMC when I was a kid, little kid, didn't know anything, and I just was like, oh my god, it just blew me away. It's a movie. I put it in my review and saying it's not just a horror fan movie, it's a movie for people. Like as soon as Christian was old enough to understand the theories, I made him watch that movie. I didn't make him, he wanted to, but I think it's one that it says so much about society and about man's inhumanity to man, and it's also held with the movie. So yeah, I love Freaks. And the other one, I have two more and I'll be quick. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, because I just could not have that not on my thing. And Faces of Death.
Ooh.
Nice.
So yeah, those are my picks. Now you can go on your little rant, darling.
This was very hard for me because I love exploitation films. I was this close to saying a John Waters movie because favorite director. I was this close to saying I Spit on Your Grave. I was this close to saying a Henenlotter film. I was this close to saying an Ilsa movie because, of course, I am. But I'm kind of sick of talking about Nazis. Actual really good one, that being Thriller, a Cruel Picture, which aka that movie Quentin Tarantino has taken all of his inspiration from. It is a Japanese? Swedish. It's arguably the first like big rape revenge film.
Yeah, it's an amazing film.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's really damn good.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was ours. What about you, Mark?
I actually had two, but since I'm not going to go with I Spit on Your Grave, I'm going to go with an obscured one. Came out in '76, actually released by Troma in the States. It's called Bloodsucking Freaks.
Yeah.
Oh, Troma, yeah.
I remember my boys went to go see this back in Philadelphia when we actually had movie theaters in Center City. And we all look at Dave got it.
Dave,
rub that one in.
Dave got that.
Yeah, Dave got that. Have you seen it yet, Dave?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I watched it maybe 10 years ago.
And that's one of the craziest movies I've seen at that particular time in my life, watching that movie. And the whole audience was tripping out about everything. And it's like any debauchery you want to think about, they did it in this movie.
Yep. Good movie. Damn good movie.
Great choice.
Yep.
What about you, Jason? What's your favorite exploitation movie?
I like Cut and Run. I like Blackula, Scream, and I like the penitentiary movies.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. I like all kinds of movies like that. The Cut and Run was a little harder for me to get into, but I like it now. I didn't like it when I first saw it, but I do like it a lot now. But
it's just so many genres just thrown at you all at once.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
big fan of the Blackula movies. I love Blackula. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Blackula, that made me think of something. This is technically an exploitation film, which is my favorite blaxploitation movie, Sugar Hill. I adore Sugar Hill. I love that movie.
Isn't that a zombie movie?
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's
a zombie movie.
Yeah, it is.
Exploitation film, though. It is a exploitation film, so
not that many people know about that movie too.
I adore Sugar Hill.
It's good.
Yeah,
really good.
What about you, Sean?
Is Sean frozen?
Sean frozen.
I think he's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Wake up, Sean.
We just continue to talk about exploitation films.
I think the dark fate is getting to him.
No.
Somebody
It's not even October yet.
somebody dropped it down.
Sometimes
There
it
goes
takes them
again.
over in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Henenlauer's awesome though. I like all his movies.
Oh, I
Yeah.
adore Head and Lauder stuff.
I love Basket Case. I was this close, Dave. I was this close.
Brain damage. Frankenhooker.
Brain damage. I almost came close to saying brain damage because I like brain damage. That thing was funny.
Oh, Abner. I love
You like it better than Basket Case.
Brain
right?
Damage is my favorite Head and Lauder movie.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Frankenhooker.
I like Frankenhooker a lot, but I love Brain Damage. You got fucking Zach voicing your little Egyptian heroin war. How can you not love that?
That's a good one.
Maniac.
I like Basket. That's my favorite. Basket Case 2 is my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't mind Basket Case 3. I'm going to say it. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. I
Yeah.
said it.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
all three of them.
It's not.
I was just
it's
gonna
not-
say part 3 is not well loved.
Not even by the director.
I love it.
It's
Frank-
not,
Yeah.
it's not bad. I just don't like the ending to that.
Mm.
It's
Not bad. It's just not good.
shut up.
It's just not good.
Wrong. You're
I
wrong.
don't remember the end.
The end of Best Case 3.
You forget the ending of Basket
Yeah.
Case 3?
Does he sews him?
I do.
He sews him back onto him, right?
Yeah,
Or
he
is that-
sells
no,
them
or
out
is that
back on.
2? Is that 2?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3.
I dig that. I gotta say it. I dig
No,
it.
I like that.
Fuck you. Giving me all this hate for loving Basket Case 3. You know what? You're starting a lot of
I
psychological.
like Basket Case 3.
That came out of fucking nowhere, but okay.
You know, my therapist says I need to stop, holding back.
You're a basket case for liking Basket Case 3.
Mm.
There you go, Jen.
You.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm going to start a campaign.
So I'm gonna go with the couple. Frankenhooker. That's a good one.
It is. So is Maniac. I thought about Maniac too.
I really thought about Maniac, but I didn't feel exploitative enough somehow.
That's what I think of when I think of exploitation
I
movie.
get that. Like I told you when we were prepping, an exploitation movie to me needs titties, rape, and Nazis.
It doesn't have Nazis.
You know?
Ilsa.
I was this close to saying the Ilsa movies, but I'm tired of Nazis.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
came close to that too.
What about
So
the
I'm
other?
gonna go with a couple super fun but super sleazy ones. And
Yeah.
that's
Hell yeah.
Russ Meyer's Super Vixens.
I love Russ
There
Meyer.
you go. There you go.
There you go, Jason.
And
Jason is also pictures.
they're just fun. They're crazy. They're wild and sleazy. Yeah.
Easy.
Michael Myers.
Hi.
Hey, Mike.
Eh.
Michael Myers 101. Welcome. We got Ben Grimm in the house and Horror Freak 85 and us only in the house. Welcome, buddy.
This is still for
Christian.
And so I had another choice too. Chained Heat with Linda Blair.
Good. Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't thought of that one in ever.
that one's really
I
good.
forgot about that one.
Representing the women in prison movies.
That's probably dare I say, the best woman in prison movie?
Oh, that's so hard.
There's a lot of
Franco
Tell me
made
what you want.
Jesus Franco made a lot of women talk about one.
Yes, he did.
What about Ilsa?
99 women. Yeah, 99 women's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
Franco made a lot. Ilsa the Wicked.
I went through a whole
The
women
Wicked
in
Warden.
Wild and Crazy Youth.
Of course you did.
So next one, guys, is favorite Troma movie. Lloyd himself.
Lloyd Kaufman.
Awesome.
Troma and
Go
Juliet.
first if nobody
What's your
else wants to
favorite movie, guys?
go. Toxic 2, Toxic Avenger Part 2. My favorite. Still my favorite after all these years.
That one's pretty good.
Father's Day is good too, though. Yeah.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
not Sergeant Boogeyman, Jason.
No,
That's a
Dave
poster.
just got that one.
I adore Sergeant Kabuki Man.
I just got that. That's in there.
That is the-
I actually had never seen that before.
It's so good.
I believe that's where the car did the car crash come from the Toxic Avenger, or did it come from? Yeah, it came from Toxic Avenger. Yeah.
Yeah, Car Crash came from Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
For not shot on video Troma, I'll say Tromeo and Juliet. I know it's blasphemy to say that over Toxie, but Tromeo and Juliet. And then for shot on video, my favorite shot on video movie is probably Redneck Zombies.
Redneck Zombies.
Mhm.
Good one. What about us?
Well, what about
What about us? Okay, mine's gonna be quick. I always forget that this is a Troma movie until some Christian says it's a Troma movie, and she had to tell me that today. Beware children at play.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one is so gory.
I know.
This child death for like an hour and 10 minutes.
yeah? So
Yeah.
many.
Yes.
I played that for you when you were a little
I
child.
thought it was fucking kick ass.
I know.
Yeah, I had the VHS tape. I don't know what.
Nice.
I don't know where the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
it went. I might have it somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's out of print. Yeah.
Mm,
what about
I tried to
you?
get it a few years ago. It's out of print.
mm.
Mine will be the original Mother's Day.
Mm.
Oh,
That's a good one.
No,
that is a good one. What about you?
very
For me,
good. Very
There
awesome.
are two Troma movies. It's weird to say, but that are really big inspirations to me. Those being Poultrygeist and Terra Firma. So I'm gonna just say a tie between Poultrygeist and Terra Firma. Probably if I had to pick one, it would be Poultrygeist. I love Poultrygeist, but I do have a super big soft spot for Terra Firma. Also, Cannibal the Musical. That movie is very
Night of the Chicken Dead.
Night of the Chicken Dead, which has my favorite use.
There you go.
Yeah,
Like,
my
Awesome.
favorite
That's
use.
awesome, Dave. Is that a Discord?
This year's a one disc guy. I think Terra Firma's too,
Okay.
though. Terra Firma is cheap. I gotta still watch that copy. The copy I just got of that a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
barbed wire dog.
Hey Nico, how's it going?
Hey,
Bloodhook is amazing. I
Bloodhook
love
is really
Bloodhook.
good.
Bloodhook and Blades. I think Blades
Yeah.
needs a release like from Vinegar Syndrome right now.
I've never seen Blades.
It's Jaws with a
gotta see
lawnmower
that.
on a golf course. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see that. That's definitely.
Wait, no, I do have Blades. I have Blades on CED.
Nice.
What's that?
Are you kidding me?
It's like
Yeah, I have. I don't know where it is right now, but yeah, I have two movies on CED. I have 2001: A Space Odyssey and Blades.
What's the one I
That's a two-discer too. The 2001: Space Odyssey. That's a double CED disc.
nice.
Yep.
Which I have not seen yet, by the way.
It's weird.
It's
It's
very.
weird. It's super
I
weird.
get crap and I've never seen that.
It's long. I mean,
It's weird.
it's definitely layered. It's got layers.
An onion movie.
Yeah.
It's got layers.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Kubrick, but it's it's good. It looks great.
It's a Kubrick movie, though. You
Yeah.
can, once you watch it, you'll go, oh, yeah, this is Kubrick.
Yep.
No other
You gotta take
director.
a picture of that. Kristen. Of your CED video disc and send it to me. I gotta see that.
No, my
I've never
CED.
heard of that.
You gotta show Sean it because Sean's never seen
You gotta
CED.
take a picture of it.
Oh, you don't know what a CED is? Oh, so CED was this really shitty format. It's basically a giant
Yep.
chip disc that you put in the player.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That was definitely, yeah, I remember those. Those were more obscure than beta tapes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to turn them over halfway through.
Mhm.
Yeah. Something about me is I love collecting stupid media formats. So I love collecting like laser discs and CDs.
What did I get the other day?
Oh, I can never remember the name of them, but yeah, that's another good one.
It was like a weird.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
mini. Remember they had the mini disc for a while. The little
For
DVDs.
the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have a CED video disc player.
Did you? I don't have one. I
back in the
haven't.
day.
I'm still trying to find one.
Did you guys have beta at all? My dad had beta, but
No, I had beta.
I had
You did?
that.
Yeah,
Beta,
yeah.
I never did.
Yeah,
my mom.
most of all the movies I saw, my friend of mine, he had because beta could hold more than
Mhm.
VHS, so not downloaded. We recorded a whole bunch of movies on beta tapes.
Mhm.
Yep.
I have a
Too.
I have a decent amount of betas actually.
Yeah. Oh, the good old days.
That's the only way to get around there.
Yeah,
We were downloading.
That's the only way to get around there.
It took me a long time to graduate to DVD. I was still
Me-
buying VHS till like freaking 1995 or something.
I do it very reluctantly and with a lot of disdain and pissed offness. I want my VHS tapes, damn it. Bring them back. Bring them.
They are coming back. Look.
yeah. There's still some places you can get some VHS tapes.
I don't
Yeah.
have it up right now, but hold on, let me check this.
I'm looking at
Yeah, they're like awesome.
I think I know. Yeah, I know what the first thing you need to make for your collection.
Yeah, I love VHS.
I was broke, so I got rid of mine. All my whole collection of them.
I did that too.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
Lost most of mine when I finally moved out of South Philadelphia.
I had sleepaway camp. I had a lot of the Friday the 13th in their beautiful covers.
VHS is still alive.
Awesome.
Yeah,
They
so
have
that's what he did
nice
in it.
big box things.
Big box thing.
What do they call that? The
Those
Are these? Yeah, these are clamshells, right, Jason?
Yeah, I think the
clamshell. Yeah.
clamshell.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are awesome. They're the ones you got from Sub Rosa, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool.
It's so weird to think that VHS are some movies. It's a weird thought.
Well, half the movies aren't available in any other format.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of some will never get. So they'll get lost in the shuffle.
Ben Grimm's getting nobody in there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
There's a lot.
Hey, Martin.
tease me with your videotapes, Dave.
Mm.
Anthropomantic fiend in the house. What's up?
It was right before you took him out, if I'm guessing right.
Well, I looked over here to see if the floor was wet. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Martin.
guys, I didn't answer the question yet. Mine's gonna be one that people don't realize is a Troma Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Was their first one?
80.
Well, one of their first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that it's a trauma film.
Yeah.
Lloyd's brother
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah, I think so.
Charles Kaufman, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Good movie. Yeah, very good movie.
Definitely.
Kind of a
Slasher.
show.
Yeah, kind of. White trash psycho. Yeah, that's the best way to describe that movie.
I know. I do
Yeah,
too.
you could say that.
You're a smug motherfucker.
I know.
As long as you know.
I can't wait to hear you guys on the next one. Favorite obscure underground slasher movie? Yes.
I'm watching you guys. I'm watching you.
Are you really? You're watching it, Dave?
No, I'm watching you guys.
Oh.
Okay. Because I have a good one, and it's a damn shame. I need to do like a rant / thing because nobody talks about this film. It's a fucking masterpiece. I am talking, of course, about chainsaw hookers. They're
Hollywood.
They're hookers with
I was about to
chainsaws.
say, I was about to say, look at Hollywood chainsaw hookers.
That's
They're
right.
handsome in that.
I love that. That is sleaze. That is sleaze. That is like your top of the line sleaze. Like if it was cocaine, it would be like the primo stuff the Cuban lords take. Yeah, like Tony Montana. They'd be like that. You just want to sniff it up your nose.
Which do you think is better, Jen? That or
Like it
zombie,
took a big
or
dip
zombie
in the
strippers?
coke.
I'm sorry, Monty. I didn't get all that.
What you think is better, that or zombie strippers?
Chainsaw hookers. I don't know. I just have a soft spot for that. They're hookers that have chainsaws, Monty. I mean, what more do you need? Hookers.
Or Christian. Christian should have a hard spot for that one because it's got Linnea Quigley naked through half the film.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm changing mine.
You can't have mine.
Okay.
That was a good thing. That was a good thing.
Ben.
I thought she was in that one.
Oh, I'm really not predictable. But it is a Jen movie, I gotta
It
admit.
is very much a Jen movie.
Yeah, and why don't people talk about it? Like, I never hear anyone mention it. Why? They're hookers with chainsaws.
Why?
From Hollywood, even. You got the glamour. You got the
I've heard it. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Oh, it's awesome! You gotta watch it, Monty. It's really fun. It's really
is.
fun.
It's like a blast. It's hookers with chainsaws.
From Hollywood, even.
I get to see Kelly looking at me. She says, Lamont, what the hell are you watching? I wanted Jen for it. I said, Jen told me it was a good movie.
Too.
This is family entertainment.
It is. It's a film for the whole family.
It's
Bring
An hour of family entertainment. I see hookers with chainsaws from Hollywood.
Exactly.
It's amazing, Monty.
Bring the kids. Bring the dog. Bring the goldfish. They'll love it.
I need to show that to Jake.
Bring your grandparents.
It's a fun movie. It's
It
really
is.
fun.
I love that movie. What about you? You can't have mine.
You sold it to Martin.
Awesome! Woohoo! Martin, they're hookers with chainsaws from Hollywood. I mean, you don't need anything else. It's amazing.
Also, I was supposed to
You
say,
guys say more.
I love that movie. That movie's great. But my favorite obscure underground slasher movie has got to be Microwave Massacre because you got a big old guy. He cooks his wife in a microwave. That's not how that works at all, but it's amazing.
But are they hookers from Hollywood?
That works.
Yep.
I think he does cook a hooker.
But do they have chainsaws?
But they don't have
He cooks many hookers.
No chainsaws.
no chainsaws, which
Then you're in bullshit disqualified.
I was this close to saying another film, but I can't remember the goddamn name of it. It's a mid-'80s movie where the guy has a motorcycle and like his sidecar is an electric chair and he shocks.
That's Nightmare Beach.
Nightmare Beach.
AKA Welcome to Spring
Nightmare
Break.
Beach.
Thank you. I'm looking all over for this movie and I couldn't remember it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Microwave Massacre and Nightmare Beach.
Hell yeah.
Well, unfortunately, mine does not have chainsaws, microwaves, or hookers.
It's the wrong answer.
But it's a slasher film no one talks about. Came out during the 80s, Visiting Hours.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
No one talks about this movie. It's a great slap.
That's true.
Actually, they do, but they talk bad about it, and I don't understand why. Because I really like it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like, come on, this is a good
Yeah,
slap.
it's a really good film.
It's one of those movies though that kind of crosses over into like thriller, like mainstream thriller because it's so well made.
Yeah,
So a lot of people don't like to throw that in the slasher genre because they look down on the slasher genre.
Ain't that
Is that the one, Monty, with Michael Ironside? in the
Mike
hospital?
Ironside and Lee Grant. Yeah, and I think William Shatner
Yeah, I guess.
Yep, William Shatner's in it too.
is in it too. Yeah, it's
So,
one of those underrated slasher films that no one really talks about.
Wait, isn't Morgan Fairchild in it too?
I don't know. I don't know if she is.
I think I almost want to say yeah.
Huh.
I think I have not. I have thought about this movie
Yeah.
since Monty.
Yeah,
You want to keep want to review Visiting Hours
I
after
think
this?
she is.
yeah, yeah. She's the main lady, right? The talk show host.
Yeah, I
lady?
thought so.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I actually seen the cursed suit bike.
Me too. I like
I
that.
haven't seen The Inflicted. That sounds interesting.
My hands are actually snakes, but I'm wearing gloves.
Human gloves.
Monster truck slasher.
Jason, you go before
Come
me.
on, Dave. Oh boy. Evil Laugh,
Mhm.
Blood Lake. Scary Movie actually finally got a Blu-ray release, which I never thought it would. That's a really good one if you guys like kind of mess with your mind slashers. Revenge, Blood Cult, Fade to Black. Fade to Black's probably my favorite. I'll pick Fade to Black. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Obscure one.
Shannon Christian.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Yeah, everyone's what's it called? Dropping.
Uh-oh. We're having a lot of issues tonight, people. Sorry.
Oh, another one, Dave. I don't know if you've ever seen this one. It's called Terror at 10 Killer.
No, but I want
Have you
to.
ever seen that?
No, I've seen you.
Very good. I liked it.
Did you and Joe review it?
No. Joe did for Slashback, and he sent me a copy of it, and I actually really liked it.
I gotta get my
It's
hand.
yeah, it's not bad at all. It's a Dave and Jason movie. Girls' Night Out. There's another one.
I was gonna
that's
pick Girls'
another-
Night Out.
Girls' Night Out, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I picked
Sorry,
Girls'
Dave.
Night Out.
That's your
Just-
choice.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I picked Girls' Night Out. There's not that many kills in it, but it like the bear costume
Super
makes up
fun.
for it. You know? Yeah, the bear costume balances it out. Yeah. The Girls'
And
Night
he's
Out.
got the googly eyes just like
Yeah.
Redhead Rex.
Yeah.
So
I picked Girls'
Welcome back, Jen, Christian.
Don't y'all people have Comcast for internet?
Damn.
No.
I'll say
Oh,
I'll add a honorable mention for Killer Party.
Ooh, that's one we've been meaning to watch forever.
Yeah.
very good.
Right over there.
hmm
A lot of people like that one.
hmm
Yeah.
How about you, Sean?
I'm gonna go Blood Rage.
Nice. Nice pick.
That's a good one.
It's not cranberry sauce.
Yeah. I just love that one, and I found out about it through you guys actually watching your reviews and stuff, because I had never heard of it, you know. And I'm like, man, how did I not see this? This is awesome. Amazing gore effects and
There's so many good ones. Don't be good
it's
movies.
funny, it's stupid, it's great, cheesy. What's not to love?
Offerings is another one. If you like
Oh yeah, I love Offerings.
Halloween ripoff,
Yeah, that's fun.
Offerings is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Absurd too. Absurd is another Halloween ripoff.
Mm.
Ooh, I like it a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's really good. Or Horrible, or Anthropophagus 2, or whatever you want to call it.
I'll be right back.
It's got a million names.
Yeah. That was the sequel, right?
Technically, they say it is.
It's got George Eastman in it. It's not technically a sequel, but they wanted to capitalize off of something. But I'm not even sure what they wanted to capitalize off of. But
I don't think they knew.
Yeah, I don't think they did either. They're both done by the same guy. I think it's Joe D'Amato. I think, if I remember correctly, Joe D'Amato.
Was a pretty nasty one, absurd.
Yeah, it's a fun movie, especially when he sticks her in the oven.
Yeah,
Martin.
that definitely stands out.
Right, Martin?
Night, Martin. I gotta get a copy of Absurd.
Terror
See you,
at
Martin.
Tent Killer. Whatever.
That's shot on video, right? Jason?
What's that?
Terror at 10 Killer?
What? You know what? I think it might be.
Mm-hmm.
I know that VCI brought it out on a double feature with Last Slumber Party, I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the last slumber
Yeah.
party.
That one was a
I don't know. I really like
With Hell Night. Or sorry, Hell Night.
Heck night.
I thought it would be like, Slumber Party Massacre.
No,
No,
it wasn't.
no, they lied to Jen. They lied to Jen. They
That's
had
the
a
one with the
What,
doctor
Hell Night?
walking
I love
around, right?
Hell Night.
No, it's not the last Slumber Party.
last Slumber Party.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to be more like Slumber Party Massacre. The cover made it
It
look like
wasn't.
Yeah, I see that. The cover fooled you.
the
Mhm.
cover lied to
They
me.
always did in the 80s. That's the thing in the 80s, that they always fooled you in the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
Cover art is almost worth it, even if the movie wasn't.
Yep. Exactly.
We should probably mention Blood Lake in honor of Joe the Horror Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up,
Ow!
Joe?
Hi, Joe.
Master.
Is he here?
Hey, Joe.
Is he here?
I don't know. My chat is lagging.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
mine is too.
Oh, okay.
The chat's going to find. I don't see him in the chat though.
Oh, okay.
Blood, Blood Lake is so much fun.
He can psychically hear us, so hi, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, Terror 10 Killers from your state band? Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I just thought that movie was fun. It's a fun slasher.
What about the one Martin's talking about? Salvage is similar to Happy Death Day.
I don't know.
I don't think I've seen it. I think I have, but I haven't seen it.
I've heard of it. I don't know if that's. I think that's even close to Happy Death Day.
I want to see blood. I want to get blood salvage.
Yeah, me too. That was the one I thought he was talking about at first.
Yeah.
Are they coming out with that, Dave?
I don't think anybody has it lined up. I wish.
It's on Prime.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
If you have Prime, they have it on Prime. Yeah, you can watch it.
All right, so the next one, I'm curious what you guys would think, and that is favorite Euro sleaze film.
That's the genre you don't hear enough people talking about.
Yeah, you don't hear enough about that.
Indeed.
No, you don't. No.
No. Damn shame, really.
Tragedy.
We spoke Joe up. Here he goes.
There he is. We woke him up.
Comment.
Hey, Joe.
See, I knew it. See, I psychically contacted Joe. We have a blood
He
link.
did.
We got the blood link here.
Go ahead, Jen.
Okay, for me, I'm going to go with a very cliche answer, but I love this. This was a childhood favorite of mine, and no, I'm not being funny when I say this. Little Jen loved this movie, and it is an Italian film, and it is Cannibal Holocaust. I know it's a cliche answer, but God, I love that movie, and how about that score?
And I thought I watched terrible horror movies when I was little.
I
Oh,
love.
horror man, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, I told him we summoned him.
I love Cannibal Holocaust. The animal killings were wrong, but the movie itself, I was blown away. I was so like a little kid. I was like a little kid, and I saw this, and I was like, oh, I need to see more Italian movies.
That lady's on a spike.
Exactly, I was. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Wow, how did they do? And I was fascinated.
through. Sean. Hi, Sean. I other.
And I was
Sean.
and I asked your grandmother. This is a question I asked. I go, it's like I was explaining the movie to her, and I was like, it was like a kebab, fish kebab or whatever, the stick thing that you put. And I was explaining, except instead of like fruit or vegetables or whatever you put on a kish kebab or whatever you call those things.
People on him.
Yeah.
Of her coming in from a long day at the emergency room, kicking the nurse out, and you're running up to her and asking her this super weird.
Mom, I saw a movie where people eat other people.
Your grandmother, she was used to it. Luckily, I had a cool mom that didn't try to fit me. At least not for that reason. Let's see. Yours? Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I think that seems like it'll be pretty painful.
For like a second.
I think it would.
Yeah.
Oh my!
You think that's possible? You think that's possible?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Dave, like, I see the logistics in it.
I mean, it depends on the size of the pole. Because if it's a giant pole, your body would just implode. But if it's just the right size, it could fit.
It's not the size of the pole, Dave. It's the motion in the ocean.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
some big motion in it. Yeah.
It's like Goldie Cox. You just got to find the right size pole. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just right. Oh yeah, I forget your ear and my son. Sorry.
Oh boy.
But amazing movie. Little Jen was like, "You think I'm kidding?" But I was like, "Oh my god!" It blew me away. I was like, "Mom, let's watch it together." Mom, she never would.
Here I thought I had a morbid sense of humor.
So what about yours?
Speaking of women in prison movies made by Jesus Franco, Barbed Wire Dolls. It is not his best movie by far, but for some reason I will watch this movie constantly. It is one of the most basic women in prison movies, but it has that nice artistic flair of Jesus Franco, while also having that fuck it who needs to be shot in focus taste and touch of Jesus Franco. It's the best of both worlds.
Duality.
Really. Yeah, really.
It isn't his best.
It is not his best remotely, but for some reason I love it.
Look at that.
It's definitely sleazy, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
Arguably just a porn, like most of his films.
No, it's not a porn, Sparky.
An art film.
It's an art.
That one isn't an art film from him.
No, it was an art film.
Female vampire? Okay, maybe that's an art film. No, it's just a woman in prison porno.
But it has dialogue.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So your qualification for a movie to not be porn is it has dialogue?
Well,
So silent porn.
Some of them are.
Silent porn.
Salad porn?
Not salad porn.
Oh, silent porn.
I've seen salad porn. Like there's dressed up as vegetables and they're in a garden.
Exactly, Sean. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true, Sean. Doesn't have a best film, but he just has a bunch of movies to watch.
Oh man, yeah. For me, it's those Emmanuel movies that came out.
Yes.
Obviously, picking up where Jen left off, I had to pick the one Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals.
There you go.
It's one of those weird
That's a
obscure
Just
movies.
Franco movie, isn't it?
What do you say?
I think so.
Isn't that Jeff Franco? Or no, that's
Oh, Joe D'Amato. Joe D'Amato.
the guy that
It's Joe Amano, yeah.
yeah.
Joe Amano, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe Amano. It's one of those rare movies that I saw back in the day. And I'm like, what the hell is this crap? For a minute there, I almost thought it was porn. I was had to turn the movie off because I was still living with my mother back then.
I'm sure I can't believe I didn't think of them.
Most people in those types of movies had like huge dick barnacles.
Yeah.
They didn't care
Barnacles.
about their genital warts. They were just like, look at my genital warts. let me put my genital warts close to you.
Joe D'Amato. Yep.
Sean Blue has that one.
Into the goddamn.
I have that one too.
Imagine. Oh,
Sure, Sean and I are going to say the same thing. So anything by Gene Rollin.
Mm-hmm.
Anything by Gene Rollins is basically sleazy and borders porn and vampirism and pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
I like The Living Dead Girl though. Living Dead Girl is my favorite by him that I've seen.
It was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Does Pieces count?
Is that your pick, Jason? The Living Dead Girl.
I almost picked that one.
Yeah,
too.
but just
That's a good.
It's good.
pretty much anything by him, by Gene Rollin is
Mhm.
the bill.
they were good.
I want the jigsaw puzzle.
The Horror Man says the Iron Rose.
I didn't get the jigsaw puzzle in my set.
You didn't?
I didn't
No.
either.
Oh, I don't know. They must have like ran out or just people are like, what the fuck?
It had the it was the first 300 people that got it.
Oh, okay.
First 300 people that got it.
I waited like 4
Yeah.
years to get it. 3 years.
Oh yeah, Apes of, yeah.
I pick Pieces if that counts.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good one.
Yeah, sure.
That's what started my love of jigsaw puzzles.
A horror movie about people getting cut up.
It's count for a lot of genres, can it? Like Giallo, slasher,
Supernatural.
exploitation.
Oh yeah, it does get supernatural.
Yep.
Yeah, at the very end. Still never understood that. And I kind of, when I watched it and saw the end, it left my mouth like a gape on that one. I was like, how the hell is she still alive? What can you do?
It's a great
Of
ending.
course, I was little when I saw it too.
Yeah,
It is.
I saw that
He
real.
just crushed his junk. She ripped his junk off.
I saw that when I was fucking 6. Yeah, 6. I was
Good ass.
5 or 6 years old.
That kill, I have to say, that kill is awesome when he kills the girl in the waterbed,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like breaks the water, and then it turns into all blood and stuff.
Very stylistic.
Yeah.
New York Ripper Rick.
Quack quack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched that like a couple weeks ago. Not for the first time, but again.
So the, so I'm gonna pick a Gene Rollin movie, Jason.
What a shock.
Fascination.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
Which is fairly artistic. It's super sleazy too, but at least it has some style to it. And it's not really a straight up vampire movie. It's more like a blood cult kind of thing, a witch cult. I don't know. I dug it. I liked it.
Which one?
And women, every girl in the movie wears like these super see-through nighties that you could just nothing to the imagination.
What movie is this?
Yep. Well, that's every Gene Rollins movie
Fascination.
right there. But
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
Gene Rollins is Jesus Franco, but with a better cameraman.
Yeah.
So funny. They just walk around everywhere in these 90s.
Yep. It's Europe. It's Europe.
It's Europe.
It's accepted there.
I need to move to Europe.
Europe. Sleaze.
Those things are nightgowns, and they just sit in the drawer. I'm saving them for when you move out of the house.
You order a lot. So,
So you can just
Christian's
walk
trying
wander
to
around
inch
the
his
house.
way out of the shot there.
you order a lot of pizza, aren't you?
Yeah.
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 They don't get paid enough. Good for them.
And of course, you got vampires, lesbos, whatever. That actually was kind of artsy, though.
Awesome.
Good old Jess Franco.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. There's no one like him.
Tasteful art. Fuck it. Who needs to shoot and focus? That's his two types of movies.
I could see
All of it's porn, though. Through and through, all porn.
porn can be artistic.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of artistic.
Look at Vampiros dos Lesbos. Look at Lena
Behind
the
the Red-
Executioner. Or, I was specifically, I was talking specifically Jesus Franco stuff, but yeah.
I thought you were just talking artistic porn in general.
No, well, you know, Behind the Green Doors or something too, I guess.
And Debbie just jealous.
Down, Debbie.
There was one I was watching. It was like, and like out of nowhere, like Jack Palance shows up. I'm like, what is he doing in this movie? It was like halfway, like an hour into it. I'm like, what's
he doing here?
Not supposed to be here.
It was just like some
Well, you know
random
why he was
cheesy
there.
ass villain.
Get out of this movie.
You know what? He was there.
Shoot.
He's awesome though.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, this is a big one. Favorite indie horror movie all time.
Ah,
Ooh.
Another hard one.
Very.
That's a tough one.
Very.
Yeah, it was.
I can answer that in a second.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I'm curious.
Go ahead, Dave. Yeah, I'm curious too.
Friday the 13th.
That's a good one.
That is it.
nice.
Oh, you can say,
Hey,
you can
Dave,
say that.
he wasn't
Yeah, I guess
killer
I
in that
guess it is.
film.
What happened, Jen?
I said, hey, Dave, do you know that Jason wasn't the killer in that film?
You know, Mrs. Voice was the original killer.
Spoiler alert.
To the sequel.
That's the wrong answer.
Nope, that's the wrong answer. I'm afraid not. That's my favorite part. It's like I just crack up silly every time when he says that.
I love it.
I've known people too, like normies that aren't into horror, that'll come up to me and they'll like be like, they think that makes them like really in the know. And I think, oh, that's so cute, honey. No, but I'm just like, yeah, yes, it is. You're right.
You get the gold star and a cookie.
You should have a YouTube channel.
Ghostbusters, man. Who's that?
I
Wow,
guess.
this information is going to make my head turn into a scanner's. Oh, wait, you wouldn't get that.
Really?
I got you, Dave.
Okay, I guess we'll go next. This was hard, and I looked it up because I wasn't sure. Christian told me that my choice wasn't an indie
I
film.
thought it was a big budget, big release when it came out.
It was on a bunch of lists that included it in indie films, so I'm going to say it. And it's my favorite movie of all time, so you guys probably know where I'm going with this. It's a little French movie called High Tension.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
that movie.
Oh.
Love that
Very
movie.
nice.
And again, she has like a chainsaw,
She
but
has
a
a
barbed wire bat.
baseball bat.
Yeah,
And that power saw.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
That's a power saw. That's a power saw, not a chainsaw. Get it right. Get it right.
It's a what do I call it?
It's a
Hydro.
power saw. It's not a
Hydro.
chainsaw. It's a power saw.
Power saw. She has that power saw, and then she just is going crazy. And I love that in shot of her just.
Get your saws right, Jen. Get your saws right.
I know.
Mostly, it's used to cut plaster.
I don't know. Mechanical things make my head hurt. That's why I have the boy for. Yeah, like I love the lawnmower, but he has to turn it on for me or do the whatever. How do you do the thing? You know, the thing you do. But yeah, but no, it's a great movie. Like anyone who has not seen High Tension, amazing movie and so much blood. And that is a movie that legitimately unnerved me. And very few films do that, but that was one. There's another movie on this list that we'll talk about later, but that scene where she's like hiding in the house and you know
She's stalking for her.
yeah, because the I don't want to spoil it, so I can't say, but you know, the killer is stalking her, and it's such an unnerving scene. It just, and I don't get unnerved, but that was one scene where I was literally nervous. I had the covers clutched in my hand, and I was a little nervous for her. Yeah. Amazing movie. I know.
Not to spoil anything. Did you have a problem with the twist?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. And I've had a lot of people tell me, Jen, I love that movie until the end, the twist. And I had so much. That's how much I love that movie. Like, I know logically there's a lot of things, like if you I don't want
the car chase.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Yeah.
But
I have an explanation about that, but we'll discuss that later.
Okay, I'm curious. Curious.
I have an explanation about that, but we'll discuss that later.
Awesome.
I like the end myself. I really like the end. I thought it was creative.
I had no problem with the twist. To me, it kind of made perfect sense. You know,
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. But for me, it came down to 3 films, and I decided not to go with the other one. I'll talk about the other one later, but I'm going to go with VHS. The first one, the VHS.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was decent, man. Especially the second one, but I'm gonna pick the first one too because
I like the second one best. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the second one's better. But for this title, I'm gonna actually pick this one, VHS, because I love all 5 stories.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There you go.
It's found footage done right.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of found, like I was saying in the video, I bought a lot of found footage movies in this haul, more than I thought. I don't even usually like found footage.
Do you want me to go or do you want to go, Sean?
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna have
go
the
with
same
one
thing.
that a lot of people don't like, and they hate on it, but it's one of the most successful independent movies of all time, The Blair Witch Project.
I knew somebody was gonna make it.
Come on. I can't deny it. I went to, like, I was sucked in by the marketing technique, and
I like that
I went
movie,
to the
but I
theater,
can't
watched
believe you
it,
picked
and I
it.
got goosebumps. You know,
Yeah,
it scared me.
See, here's
I know
my-
they don't show anything really much, but it just got me going. I'm sorry.
It was just simply how the film was marketed. That's the whole big thing about the Blair Witch Project. I mean, when I saw the website and everything, I said, "This is all fake. This is not real. This is not real." So, but it fooled everyone. Everyone thought everything about that was real. That's why I think that's why a lot of people were scared when they went to go see the film. But to me, I knew it wasn't real. It was just too impossible, and not to see it on the news, not to see anything about it other than the fact that you're only seeing it on his website. So to me, that's what made the Blair Witch possible, because of how well the film was marketed. Not the fact that the film was scary.
Yeah.
Because to me, it was
Like
really scary. It was just how it was marketed.
I always liked it.
Yeah,
Plus,
but
it's in my
I
home.
respect it from a creativity standpoint and what
Yep.
you can do, what they were able to do with like barely any budget. You know, I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty creative. You know.
Okay, I'm going to go with mine because I thought for sure that Sean was going to take mine. But how can you not have Halloween in that? How can somebody not say Halloween?
I was thinking about it, but
Yeah.
I
I mean,
didn't want to
come
pick
on,
the,
it's my favorite movie of all time.
the super
Yeah, no
obvious.
problem.
That's why I let you go first, Sean. I was like, yeah, let Sean pick it this time.
I'm
And then
also
you come out with the Blair Witch Project. I
That's
was like,
true.
what
The
the hell?
Halloween.
it's a good
What
term.
stream am I on where Sean
Yeah.
picks the Blair Witch Project over Halloween? What stream am I on?
The world really is going
It's
bad.
just that so many people know it that nobody really thinks about it as an indie.
Oh,
Yeah, they took a page out of William Castle too. They did.
Blair Witch.
Yeah. That's what they did. What about you?
For me, I'm going to go with possibly the most cliche answer ever coming from me, the guy in the Evil Dead shirt. I'm going to say the Evil Dead, the first film, is an absolute
Yes.
one.
Oh my God, I would have never known.
I know.
Nice.
Favorite horror series.
It's a masterpiece.
Know that.
That was a great choice.
I think it's
Yeah,
a great
that's a good choice.
I think it's a great
It's a
example
masterpiece.
of what horror films like can be, because that movie had no budget and yet it does all these cool practical effects. I think that's a great example of what a no budget film can be.
And it shows the passion.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because all three of them were passionate
Yeah.
about the project.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's actually creepy. It's really creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of really good creepy bits in that movie.
And some just amazing camera work.
Uh-huh,
Wow.
yeah.
Mm.
It's still even now,
Yeah,
like
me, the style of the direction makes it for me because
Yeah.
it's so creative the way it's shot. I just love that when he's in the woods and the camera's going like speeding up.
That's
And,
awesome.
A dirt bike.
Yeah, didn't they say they were riding on some type of a bike and they had the camera on to film that?
is that
scene?
what it
I
was?
think that's how they said how. I forget how, but I know they were right. They had the camera on something.
Yeah, it was a dirt bike. Sam Raimi was riding on a dirt bike with a camera mounted onto it. And that, you know, that last shot where it's going through the cabin and Ash is screaming at it. Sam Raimi literally hit Bruce Campbell with a dirt bike for that shot.
suffering for one's art.
Absolutely. That's also another movie that shows, absolute passion that all the actors and the crew had, because everybody went through bodily hell for that.
I wouldn't be
film.
funny. That was literally
Yeah.
suffering for your art.
Yeah,
because,
they all went through bodily hell for that movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they made something amazing.
Absolutely.
Good pick.
Good pick, boy.
Yay.
You did good. You
Yay.
made your
Finally, you're proud of me, Mom.
Done good.
I'm finally proud of you, son.
Yeah, almost. Oh boy.
It's fine.
It's amazing you're not a serial killer with me as your mother. It really is.
It is.
Uh-oh, who do we have here?
Oh, no.
Here, look who it is.
Oh, there he is.
Came out.
Hate it. Hate
You
it.
are the
Don't know me, Christian. I'll put you over my knee and
Movies in
spank
the
you.
house. Welcome.
Come and do it, motherfucker.
Hey, Brad.
Sorry, you get to deal with me eating dinner. I just got back to the hotel.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get for dinner?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
A restaurant called Mulligan's. It's actually a bar and a restaurant. It's a pretty high, top-notch liquors too. But
See, Brett, you're making Joe leave.
Is that mac and cheese?
well, it's macaroni with yellow stuff in it.
Nice.
Yellow stuff.
Love yellow stuff.
It does.
What yellow stuff?
It's like they watered down
Joe
the chicken,
says,
but the
"Brad,
chicken
here,
strips are
I'm
bomb.
leaving."
Oh, cool, cool.
Okay.
Chicken strips are bomb. Then I got some broccoli. That's the only carbs I've had all day. So
Me too.
I had a salad for lunch.
Ooh, a salad.
Don't leave, Harman.
Nice.
Don't leave.
Joe loves bread.
Only bread.
As long as it's not white stuff.
Good stuff. With Brad,
Brad, you're right on time. Favorite indie horror movie of all time.
Ooh.
Let's see if he does it, Jason.
Favorite indie movie
Let's
of
see.
all.
Well, wasn't Halloween an indie horror film technically?
There you go.
There it goes.
There you
There
go.
you go.
He got
Yeah, yes, it is
But now,
actually. Yes,
if I had to go like underground, total indie, I'm gonna say, well, of course, Dave's movie
Oh, thank you.
and Never Hike Alone.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
nice.
now ask Sean what he picked, Brad. Ask Sean what he picked.
No,
What'd you pick, Sean?
What did I pick?
Yeah.
The Blair Witch Project.
Oh God!
Oh,
You know that wasn't an indie film. That was totally set up by the studios.
no.
that was an indie film, but still.
It's my
Mr. Halloween,
house.
Mr. Halloween picked
Have to hang my head in shame.
Blair Witch Project.
Are you eating my pizza?
no.
You guys got pizza?
I'm eating my pizza.
I'm glad I ate already.
So next we have
It's
the
not very
favorite. Next we have what's your favorite modern indie horror film, guys?
What do I like?
I know.
I know, right?
I'll just say this. My favorite in the modern horror film is one that everyone either loves or hates.
Okay.
nice.
A few of those, but okay.
I think I might know.
What is it?
Hereditary.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Do you
What is
consider,
it?
do you consider Hereditary an indie film?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
24 is an indie studio.
Yeah.
Oh, Hereditary.
Yeah.
Yep.
It had limited release and stuff, I believe.
Mhm.
That's a
Ah,
good
that's
pick.
a tough one.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
I'm one of the ones that loves it, Monty. I love it.
Mhm.
I
do
enjoy
too.
it.
I like it. I just think
Wait,
it's
but I like
overrated.
Midsummer. I like Midsummer.
Yeah, I like
I didn't really consider Hereditary an indie film. That's just me.
I like Midsummer better than it now that I saw Midsummer, but I still like the first one a lot.
Yeah, as much as I did love Midsommar, I still like Hereditary better. I think
I
it's
totally.
I think it's better than as far as Ari Aster films is concerned. I think Hereditary is his best one, and Midsommar comes next.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
I guess we'll go next.
I guess we'll go next.
Okay.
Go for it.
I have a couple, but the number one, the one that's the cream of the crop, is definitely Found. And the reason why Found is because it is a multi-layered. Now that is an onion film, and what I really like about it is it's about family. It's about the characters, and one of the things I really like is our main character does horrible things. He's a Nazi, he's a murderer, but he does love his little brother. He actually, there's a genuine bond and love there, and it's not over sentimental. It's not sappy. It reminded me of the relationship Christian has with his younger brother.
Yeah.
You know, it was very believable, and it also showed the parents, not perfect parents, and they could have made them complete bastards, but then you have the one scene where the dad takes the little one to the movies, you know, and there's kind of a sweetness there instead of making them just either all black or all white. It got the point that people are really gray. There's a lot of gray with people. It's not one way or the other.
Still being a great horror film.
Yes.
Yep.
On top of all that, it's just
Yeah.
it's an amazing film.
It's outstanding. Outstanding movie.
I love that film.
Absolutely
and
outstanding.
it is. It's an amazing
too.
film. I love everything the guy's ever done. I do. Another one that's been on Prime that I've watched like 4 times this month is the Poughkeepsie tapes. I freaking love the Poughkeepsie tapes. I don't know why. I've been in a major Poughkeepsie tapes food.
It's fun.
Yeah.
What do you say, Jason?
It's a fun movie. Really
Yeah.
fun.
I hear
It is.
like good things about it. I've been meaning to check that out.
Oh, check it out, Monty.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
Definitely.
it's not a perfect film, but it's so much. It's like Jason said. It's so much fun. It is.
It is.
And Terrifier and Incident in a Ghostland are my last 2 picks. I loved that was like our #1 movie of the year, Incident in a Ghostland. Again, it's dealing with mental illness,
That was a
which
good
I
one.
thought it really did in mental illness well. And Terrifier was just a great. I mean, that brought back.
Terrifier was just fun.
Yeah, and you talk about sleep. You know,
that brought-
the scene. We all know the
the
scene.
scene.
Yeah, we know the scene.
Yeah.
Yes, we all know.
And I'm sorry it took so long, but I just couldn't. And I'd also throw in Summer of '84 because I really dug Summer of '84.
Yeah, those are all really good.
Yes.
Yeah, what about you?
For me, I have to. There's a lot of ones I do adore a lot, But for me, it's my favorite movie of the last 10 years or so. Late Phases, Night of the Lone Wolf, one of my favorite werewolf movies. I think it's such an interesting, unique take. Yeah, I think it's such a unique and interesting take on the genre with our main character being blind. It's Wait Until Dark mixed with
Jay likes
it's
that one.
mixed with Yeah, it's Wait Until Dark mixed with The Howling. It's a great combination. All of our actors are in it. It tells a really compelling story, and the effects are beautiful. I love it. It's my favorite movie of the last 10 years.
Yeah, you love that.
I adore Late Faces.
I know you do.
Me too. Me too. My favorite
I
werewolf
liked
movie
it
of
too.
all.
I did see that
time.
one.
Yeah.
I still like the other one a little bit better. The
Wildling.
Wildling.
That's good.
Yeah. But it's a good movie.
Which one?
The Wildling with Brad Dourif.
The Wilding?
Yeah.
Wilding?
Yeah.
I like that one too. That was
It was okay.
yeah.
With Brad Dourif. We all know why I love Brad Dourif.
Yeah,
Panic in
To
that
the
role.
altar of Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, Joe already said mine. Joe said mine, which is Midsummer. It's
Yeah. Right.
Nice.
it's clearly it's one of my favorite movies of all time actually now. So
It's beautiful.
yeah.
So that's an indie.
A24.
Midsummer's.
Yeah, it
considered
also
an-
got a limited release too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
A24.
limited release.
Oh, hey, I don't. Midsummer had a wide
didn't know
release. What
that.
are you talking about?
No, it didn't. It had a very
After
limited
Hereditary
release.
had big, Midsummer had a huge release.
No,
No, it had a limited one.
the
Didn't
nearest
play
theater.
anywhere around here.
It played in every single theater here. Every single theater was playing that movie here.
Yeah, the only.
Actually,
living in the
because
room.
I saw it in the theaters, but it wasn't playing in the main movie theaters. It was playing on what we call Old City, and Center City, Old City, and right around Second and Lombard. That's all called Old City. That's where all the artsy films are filmed at. So it didn't get a major release.
Okay.
It was just that everyone was so interested in seeing it because it was Ari Aster. It was his follow up to Hereditary. That's why it probably got a lot of press.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
still
the
considered. It's still considered an indie
That was
film.
probably the first movie theater.
Yeah,
'Cause I-
right. The only place where it was playing in New Mexico was Albuquerque. That was the only place it was playing at all.
Yeah. Because I was like looking for anyone that would be in with driving distance because I wanted to see it in the
Yeah.
theater.
Actually,
But
Monty's
Joe
is probably the
says
closest to me.
Hereditary had a wider release than Midsummer.
Huh.
What's up, Demented Pictures?
Yeah.
So my pick, guys, is going to be The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I still need to
I
see.
really enjoyed
Very
that
good.
one.
You haven't seen that one yet?
Saw it on
I have-
Netflix.
Watch this forever.
Very, very interesting. Very original, I thought.
Yeah, and then they
How
brought
about
out something
you,
right
Brad?
after that was exactly the same. The Possession of Helen something, or it's like almost the same movie.
Hannah Grace, I think it was.
Possession of Hannah Grace.
Yeah, that's it.
That was not good.
That was not good.
That was not good.
That was not good.
Bad movie. Bad. Oh God, it's like damn. I'm getting flashbacks.
You're getting numb. Flashback to the
Damn
Possession.
it. Oh God, it was so bad. I remember that one.
Yeah, that one's not good.
It was cold the day we filmed that.
Saigon.
I agree, Sean Blue. I agree. I really enjoyed Midsummer.
Oh, you liked
Yeah.
it?
So Midsummer was released in over 2,000 theaters in America. I don't can make that an independent release. And it was released
Okay.
worldwide, starting in Sweden.
Okay. Then don't pick it. I picked it.
I'm sorry, that's not an independent movie.
Okay, Halloween then.
You're not an independent.
Hereditary, maybe because it was his first film, but Midsummer had major financial backing behind it.
Bone Jangles. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. So we're talking modern as in the last 10 years?
Yeah, or it could
Halloween
even be the
2008.
past 20.
Years.
Just so my answers don't conflict with my last one, I'd say from 2008 to 2000 or 2001 to 2009, I would throw The Collector in there.
Oh, that's a great one. I love that movie. Are we
And
getting
then I would definitely say Terrifier. That's the thing for me. For it to be an independent film, I think it needs to have no financial major backing, and it needs to have a very limited, like less than 100 theater release. But that's just my opinion.
Well, The Collector played right down the street from where I live.
Yeah, Collector was.
And then it played 3 miles from where I live. And then it played 10 miles from where I live.
I never even heard of it
maybe
until
20?
2015.
The
great
sequel was in theaters
Oh, I
for
heard it.
a day
The
here.
sequels were in theaters.
They kicked it out. I was gonna go see it after my work.
I didn't
shift.
see it.
You didn't see
Came
the
out.
movie?
It came out
Why
on a
did they
Friday.
kick it out?
They had commercials on there like every 5 minutes.
Came out on a
They
Friday.
had commercials on the television every 5
I planned to go to a
minutes.
showing, but the showing was canceled because they booted it.
it?
I don't know.
We kind
I don't know
of
why.
Wolf Creek. Because the first one's very dark and very foreboding, and then the second one they kind of went for more bigger, better, a little more fun.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Wolf
Yeah.
Creek was an independent. I think Wolf Creek's an independent release. I mean, it didn't even get released over here until what, a year after it was out?
Yeah, that's a great movie too.
Also, the Jurassic Dead rules.
I haven't seen that one found from 2012.
You need to. You need to, Sean. It's a brilliant film.
Let me ask a question about independent films. With the relatively new platform of streaming services coming up with their own films, would you consider those independent films, or is Netflix and Hulu are those major studios now?
I wouldn't call them major studios yet, unless they actually produce the film themselves. So I wouldn't call them major studios. I just call them distributors.
Yeah,
I know Hulu is producing its own films. They bought the Albuquerque studios, so they bought a big old studio here. It cost them like $100 million.
It wouldn't surprise me to see like Hulu or Netflix or like them to start producing their own movies. Depending upon how much they're willing to sink their own money into.
Well,
But like Hush was a net.
I don't know
Hush is
too
a
many
Netflix
horrors on Hulu though.
Yeah, because I know
Netflix has
Shudder.
a
I know
bunch of
Shudder
indie
does it.
horror.
Yeah, Hulu's really been doing a lot lately too. They got their series Into the Dark, which is all original movies.
I need to watch those.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Next topic is favorite forgotten gem horror movie. Hmm. You guys can probably guess what I'm gonna pick. We talked about it before.
Yeah.
Deadly Friend for me.
Oh
Deadly
yeah,
Friend.
Deadly Friend. Yeah,
Good one. It's a good one.
yeah.
And it isn't talked about very much, even among Western. Awesome. Good pick.
Very good pick. I like it. Beep beep.
I'm a piggyback off of a film that I was going to mention earlier. Mine will be Brain Damage.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Ah,
Yeah, it doesn't get enough in media. It doesn't
It
get
doesn't.
enough buzz.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
very true.
Very true. Cool. What about you, Dave?
Neon Maniacs.
It's a good one.
That is a good one.
Neon Maniacs gets a double.
Okay, I guess we'll go next.
I don't know.
Okay, so I only have two this time, guys. I have The Ugly, which I love that movie. God, I love that movie. I love that movie. It's so good, and I don't know why people don't talk about it, but it is. Oh God, it's good. Now that is a filmmaking movie,
That was a
and
good
it was
movie.
also slightly giallo because of certain scenes. It was
That was
like
a
it has
good
a touch
movie.
of. Is it just me, Jason, or do you get like a giallo vibe with it a little bit, little tiny bit maybe?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and I also my
I do.
other one was Peeping Tom.
Very underrated.
Nice.
Nice.
Right. In my opinion, the first actual slasher movie.
It's a contender, yeah. It's great. A serial killer who films his victims.
And stabs them with the phallus. I mean, a camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely a
phallic.
phallic symbol.
Phallus symbol.
It's a good one. What about you?
Probably my favorite home invasion film that I find it so weird that nobody talks about this movie anymore because it's also one of the most brutal movies I think I've ever seen. House at the Edge of the Park. This is a movie from the early 80s that has Krug from House on the Left as our main villain in it. Him and another person who I think they're brothers in the movie go to this rich aristocratic party and start raping and murdering people.
Yep.
It's super brutal. It's super
Nice.
messy, and it's super good. I really love this movie.
Sounds like another
I must have missed that one.
Did you say that it has Krug from Despicable Me in it?
No, it
No,
has
Krug.
Krug, the main rapist from Last House on the Left. It has that actor in it.
Which I still say is a good movie. It's flawed, but it's good. I will
No,
stand by
it doesn't have the Despicable Me guy raping and murdering.
Christian, Despicable Me's not a horror film, buddy.
Really? I
Doesn't have
know.
a cartoon character.
I still say that.
Despicable Me is a horror.
Never mind. I agree with you. Kinda.
Oh, you too.
Okay.
You do.
Don't know what we're agreeing on, but okay.
But what about Last House on the Left?
Last House
Sparky?
on the Left is
That rape scene is brutal. I
Yeah,
know
it's-
the chicken truck.
I don't understand why people say that. There's nothing brutal about it.
The rape scene is pretty brutal.
The rape scene, it doesn't show a single thing. It's all cut away and left up to your imagination.
You talk
Which I
about
think-
you talk about
Right, yeah.
I just watched that movie. I just watched that movie about 2 weeks ago.
But you
The
know what
rape
they're
scene
doing
is
to
not
the
brutal
people.
at all.
you talk about the original Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not one of the more brutal rape scenes I've seen on in movies. Because they do cut away on certain aspects. I mean, it's still brutal.
All he
Yeah.
does is lay on top of her, and you have to. It's just you think it's brutal, but it's really not.
Hmm.
It's kind of like that illusion about being drenched in blood with Halloween.
Yeah.
I think one of the more brutal rape scenes is in The Accused.
You had to say it. Oh, you had to say it. Oh God.
What about Gutterball?
The movie that I'm reviewing for Slashback this week has not one but two brutal rape scenes in it.
Ooh, I'm curious.
But yeah,
I
I never thought Last House on the Left was not graphic.
I do.
I think the
Does it
rape
have the
scene in
word
the remake
in it?
is more brutal than the one in the original.
See, it affected me. It did. It's weird. I don't know why, but the original one affected me a lot. I don't know exactly what it was, but it did. It affected me. So I don't know.
In fact, though,
No,
I will
why?
say this: I think that is I would say that The Last House on the Left is very much a forgotten gem, and it's because people don't want to talk about it, and I think that's kind of fucked up. That movie is groundbreaking still to this day, and it still holds up.
It is.
It's still, like I said, it's not that brutal, but it's scary as shit. I mean,
And Krug is very
even the
scary.
scene, I think the most brutal scene in it is when she bites his dick off, and
Of course.
you don't really get to see it that much, but it's fucking.
For me, it's the scene where he's telling his kid to blow his brains out.
That's a good scene.
That as a parent, it's just like Jesus God.
The only thing that saves that movie for me is David Hess's performance. Like that's the
He's
only
really good.
that's the only thing that really saves that movie from complete mediocrity to me. Because I think everything that movie does, is a way more brutal and a way better rape revenge film. Last House on the Left is a better early Craven film, tackling a lot of the same ideas in it. I don't know. David Hess is the only thing that I think keeps that movie from being completely mediocre to me.
I like it. I think it's a really good movie. It has problems. I'm not going to say.
That's a great movie. I mean, it really showed why Wes would become as big as he did.
Yeah, it showed some of his early potential.
See, to make more
Yeah.
Another film
Wes
that I wanted to
actually
mention for
made
this
her
was
pee her pants, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that scene. Yeah.
another film that I think is becoming a lost gem, even though it's a legendary film and it's considered one of the greatest horror films of all time, and it just got a big Scream Factory release again. That would be The Omen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody talks about The Omen anymore, and I think that's a shame.
That's a great movie.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I think the remake did it no justice.
No, the remake.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Shot remakes.
God.
that movie
The
was a
remake.
mess.
The remake was okay, but it just didn't add anything. It didn't do anything.
Terrible.
Irritates the shit out of me.
The only good thing about the remake was that kid was creepy as hell.
And Julia Stiles is hot.
That kid looked like it looked like all of my cousins when they were little. On my father's side. They all look like that.
And
I give the kid give what they cast that kid because he was creepy.
Yeah.
And the original Damon looks cute.
yeah, he's adorable. You just want to give him a
I
hug.
think he's creepy looking in the original, but that's just me. But that's what it is. Yeah, he's like innocent looking, but then, like at the end when he's standing there at the funeral, and all he looks fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, the director told because apparently the kid was like a little shit, and the director told him, look sad. So that's how he got that big old smile at the end, is because the director, used reverse psychology on him, because apparently he was a little shit, but he was so cute.
That would explain why that kid never did another movie.
He was so cute though.
I love that though when he makes the smile at the.
He came to a convention not that long back. Here in Albuquerque, he was at a horror convention.
Really?
Oh.
I've seen interviews.
And so was the guy that played. Gage in Pet Sematary.
Miko Hughes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miko Hughes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen interviews with the kid who played Damien nowadays. He still has the tricycle and he lets his kids ride on it.
Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love evil kids.
By the by,
That's why
speaking of awesome.
Yeah, Us Only. That was a good movie. Daughters of Darkness, which I noticed got a really nice release.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
guys
one.
see that?
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
I have it. I haven't watched it yet, but I have it.
Oh, do you have it? kind of in the lesbian vampire genre.
Hell yeah, lesbian vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find Vampiros Lesbos.
Vampiros Lesbos. That's a good one.
You love that.
I do. That's the tasteful, artistic Jesus Franco vampire movie.
You're not wrong either.
Yep.
I guess the first one ever is considered to be Blood and Roses.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but
Next
I'm
one will be a big one. The Dave's favorite Herschel Gordon Lewis movie.
Yes. The Godfather of Gore.
Godfather of Gore.
It's gonna
Hey
go.
guys, I gotta get rolling. I gotta go.
What's up, dude?
See you guys.
Bye, Jason.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Jason, hugs.
Yeah.
See you, Jason. Thanks for joining us. Perfect
Bye.
Nightmares, JM.
Thank you.
Peace.
Love you, Jason.
Yeah, I gotta go.
That's a different movie, Ben.
I gotta go. Oh, he meant Blood Feast. I gotta go with Blood Feast.
You stole my answer, Dave. Damn you.
Damn you.
I'll take the Wizard of Gore then. Yeah, I'll go with the Wizard of Gore.
You stole my answer. No.
Nice.
What was your answer?
What was my answer?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's a good one.
I gotta be.
Definitely a good one.
So what's yours?
Mine's my favorite Herschel Lewis movie would be The Gruesome Twosome. It's not his best movie, but for some reason I watch that movie a lot. It's about a woman and her mentally disabled son going around murdering people, as you do.
Which one, Kristen?
Gruesome Twosome. Not a very celebrated one of his. Not a very good one of his, but for some reason I like it.
Maybe because it's a mother-son theme.
Sure.
I get that.
Of
Yeah.
course you
Yeah, mine will be 2000 Maniacs.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good one.
I need to get a copy of that. But yeah, Gruesome Twosome.
Yeah.
Does that have an arrow release?
I never seen the original,
Nice.
just the remake.
Yeah.
What's that one, Dave?
Gruesome.
Gruesome Twosome.
Did Arrow put out 2000 Maniacs?
Don't know.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. That's all I need.
Yes.
These are really cheap arrows. It's like $12 bucks. $12 in the store. I think they were 11 on Hamilton though.
My favorite Herschel Gordon Lewis is actually, and I know this may sound weird, but it's actually Blood Feast 2.
I gotta get a copy of that too. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I love Blood Feast 1. I really liked Gruesome Twosome, but Blood Feast 2 had a sense of humor with it that I just loved.
Yeah,
It was kind of winking at the camera.
absolutely. And then it's not a Herschel Gordon movie, but I really love Blood Diner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I love Blood Diner.
What? I hate you.
yeah, you-
Blood Feast 2 was pretty good, Ben. It wasn't bad.
I like it. I like it.
I forgot how much you hated Blood Diner.
Didn't I just leave you in the
Yeah, you left in the middle of that review and never came back.
Yeah, because it's on my birthday and I got roses and I went to go get my roses.
You didn't like Blood Diner?
He didn't like Blood
I
Diner.
didn't really- It was now to be fair, it was the night we were gonna go see Halloween, so I was like jumped up on going to go see
Oh,
Halloween.
so you took it out. You took it out on Blood Diner.
Basically, I was like, is it mess up early? And I'm like, we gotta get there. We gotta get good seats. He was not.
We're doing it.
A totally different movie.
Very
I enjoyed it, Ben. I really enjoyed it.
My stomach.
I've seen it once, but I haven't seen it for a long time.
That one's pretty batshit.
That's most of Gordon's stuff.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to go with the Gore Girls is my favorite. There's this scene that's so freaking brutal when the beginning when the murder smashes one of the girls and just like picks it apart and plays with the pieces of her skull. So nasty.
Here he goes.
Oh man.
Rub it in.
Oh, we lost Sean again.
Oh, Sean left.
No!
No, Sean.
No.
You look tired, Brad. You look tired. I guess that's why you look it. Oh, good, we got Sean.
Oh, thank God.
Why do you keep leaving us, Sean?
Just
I
like
think I've lost count of how many times I got booted.
All right, before I go, I'll leave my little thought about Becky, not Brandy. You got Brandy down
Yeah.
the comic section. I enjoyed the film. I thought Willis was great as Becky. It was nice seeing Kevin James playing against type as a bad guy, and of course, the practical effects. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
the good movie.
I think Brad would even. I think Brad would like. I don't think he'd love it. I think he would like it. Mainly because of the practical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably you would, Brad.
I wanted the movie to be more about Kevin James's character. I was way more interested in him than the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish he would have fleshed his character out more, but I was happy how the film was made. Yes.
Yeah.
Sean, I think I'm gonna have to stop doing this stream with you guys
I gotta crack my foot.
because every time I
Let
come
me-
in, everybody leaves.
Let me go on ahead and get out of here, guys. See you guys later.
We're
Bye.
not
Later.
leaving. We're here for a bit.
Bye,
We got a couple more
Bye,
things to
Monty.
talk about.
Ow, I want my foot cracked.
Maybe I should stop coming in. Everybody leaves when I get here.
Peace out, Monty.
Cracked foot.
You're still here, Brad.
Yeah, we're right here with you,
Well,
Brad.
maybe we can do one a little later next time.
I never.
What do you guys think?
It doesn't matter, man. I was just fucking with you.
Oh God, Jen Christian, what the fuck?
Janet Christian got lost.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
I had like a good crack in my foot. And then
forgot it wasn't our stream, so I forgot that we couldn't add ourselves back in.
it...
Good job, dumbass.
Brad's kind of right on this. I can't get on the
I
Brad.
swear. The best
Fair
part of you ran down my wait, you're not mine. Never mind.
Oh fuck! I'll let you have that one.
They have such a loving relationship.
Sorry about all the technical difficulties tonight, people.
That's the good thing about StreamYard, Sean, is if the host disappears, the stream doesn't end like it did on Hangouts.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that happened once when I was about to start, and then
Oh yeah.
everyone was gone. I was like, I had to restart the computer, start like half hour late.
Yeah, I know we can only have 6 people on at a time, but it's just it's a more user-friendly service.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, and I figured this out too. If you do a lot of streaming
No.
and you're running out of time, because on the free plan you only get 20 hours a month. All you have to do is put in an alternate email address and start a new one and just send it right to your thing again.
Oh, okay.
That's
Good to know.
good to know.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that would affect you.
Hey, Kevin.
I get the pool all to myself tonight between 9
I
and
noticed
10
there's a
Who?
You got a pool? All right, you're at a hotel.
Yeah.
We got to clean out ours. We've got a big, huge in-ground pool.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, we got lucky. An old ass family member dug it like in the 50s.
Was a contractor.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was
Dude,
kind of
I'm
large.
coming to y'all's house.
We
Really?
gotta fill it first. We still gotta fill our well. We had issues with our well,
Yeah.
and we had to
Big
fix
old fucking hole the size of a quarter
You
in
know
it.
how many gallons it is?
it. It's a big tank.
The pump or the well or the pool?
No, the pool.
Oh,
I like.
a lot.
I'm 6 foot tall, and if you go and I go to the bottom of it,
The deepest
it completely standing at the bottom. It completely covers.
Yeah, but how many gallons?
I have no fucking idea. I've never measured the thing.
A lot of gallons. It's
Mhm.
deep. It's a deep pool.
I bet you could probably fill it up with water without using your own water, by using a water hauler for about $1,500.
Water hauler? Oh, hauler. Okay. I thought you meant like holler.
No,
We
this
just
is countrified New Mexico shit out here.
Yeah.
What's the next topic there, Sean?
That would be cool if we got like the lottery. I would literally send everybody a ticket, and we just have a big ass pool party. All of the horror community.
Oh, thank you.
Ones we
Oh,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
So not Brad?
Yes, we've done Brad.
No,
one.
I think we shouldn't. No.
You know what, Christian? I am going, dude. I'm like this close to driving down there.
You could.
You should. You should.
I'm on the other side of the state now. I'm in the north part of the state.
Oh,
I'm not even in the state. I'm in Colorado. What the hell am I talking about?
you're in Colorado?
Why are
I'm
you in
staying-
I thought you were going to Colorado later in the week or something like that.
Yeah, but I had to come up to Raton to work for a week.
Oh, okay.
And Raton is right on the one side of the border, and my hotel's on the is in Trinidad on the other side.
Oh. Yeah, it's one of those fucking water hollers, kid.
Yeah, it's like 20 miles from where I'm working at.
Give us a week or two to fill up the pool. But yeah, if we won the lottery, I'm sending everyone a ticket. Jason, Sean, and Brad, and Dave, and Monty, and a few other people. Yeah,
And not Brad.
and Brad.
And not
I see
Brad.
Christian out there with the water hose. I'm in a hotel, Kevin. I'm in a hotel. And I'm very tired.
You look at.
But I get the pool all to myself for an hour later.
That's
Cool.
nice.
Yeah, I got it reserved.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Like the only time I swim when I go to the hotels.
Yeah, really swim. Yeah, I do. Actually, I was able to do some laps. You wouldn't think it to look at me, but for a big ass fat dude, I go through the water like a fish.
I believe you.
I can see that.
I used to be better at it before I had my embolism. Now it's my lung capacity isn't what it once was because of that.
I could never swim above water. I can only swim underwater.
Yeah.
I never got the whole hand over hand thing. I just don't have the coordination. That's probably why I can't play drums.
That's what I do, like the half in, half out.
I swim like a dolphin.
That's fun. We also could reenact in the sleepaway camp. We could, you know how they throw her into the thing. We'll reenact that with someone.
Okay. I don't like how you're looking at me when you say that.
Oh no, darling, not you. Oh, yeah.
So next topic.
He wasn't a very good swimmer. Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
What's the
I
next
did,
topic, Sean?
So, last topic of the day, guys. Open discussion on Robert Englund's career.
He sucks. He's a horrible actor. That's it. Good night, everybody.
That's it.
I'm
Christian,
a death threat.
go to your fucking room.
get out of the fucking house. You're over 18. Get out of the fucking house.
No,
Brad's
Nintendo
getting
for
in his
you.
car.
No dessert for you.
Oh, he went to his room, really?
Christian, are you still
Kick him
looking
out.
for a
Did you
car?
really
I got a
do?
car. I'll sell you.
He's got one. We got to fix it up.
What kind of car?
God, I don't know. I'm bad. I'm like such a girl. Or do you have Spark? It needs work. Like he's got.
It desperately needs work. I don't even know what the fuck model it is.
Was it a Pontiac?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a Pontiac. Maybe
I
like
used to have a
said,
Pontiac.
Dude, if you don't know what kind of car you own, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I used to have a Pontiac. I never drove it, but I had it.
I've literally only been able to drive that thing for like 40, maybe 30 minutes, and then I needed work.
I'm
Yeah,
a ter-
Hi, Tracy.
But yeah, I think it's a 2004
That's
Pontiac.
trench coat.
nice. I'm an awful driver.
That's central.
I just can't do it. It's like swimming. I can't grasp it. I have too much anxiety to drive.
Yeah, so do I. So do
Robert
I.
Englund's career. Robert
You don't
Englund.
drive, Dave?
No, I got to renew my license, so it's technically expired. I might have to take the test over again, but I don't drive.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I personally would say that Robert Englund, and this is just my opinion, I know it's arguable, but I don't really think, actually, I don't think it's that arguable. I think Robert Englund, well, maybe, because you got some greats like Vincent Price and Peter Cushing, things like that.
Okay.
But I would probably go out on a limb here, and well, I don't think it's really that far out on the limb, but I would say that Robert Englund is probably the most prolific and most celebrated horror actor of all time.
Yeah.
I would say
Wow.
Hello.
Of all time, huh?
I would say Bela Lugosi or Boris Karloff by most people, but for horror fans, you might be right.
Yeah, but
I think-
like right now, a lot of people don't even remember who those people are because your generation's dumb.
Yeah, I'll go with Brad on that one.
Okay,
Your
fuck,
generation sucks.
okay, fuck you both then.
We came from
But like-
Brad and I.
No, but honestly, yes, what Frankenstein and Dracula were to the 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, Freddy Krueger is that to everything from the 1980s to the 2020s.
Yeah.
You know, even
Absolutely.
with a crappy remake that can't tarnish his reputation.
No. I think the secret to Robert Englund is no matter what movie, even if it's a Nightmare on Elm Street film or one of his low budget like sci-fi things.
Like it's strippers versus werewolves.
Yeah, like there's a joy that just exudes, out of his skin. I mean, you can feel it. He is having fun, and no matter how bad the movie is, you have fun because he's having fun. I think he still loves it after all these years. He still
And I
digs
think
what
I think he does those kind of movies for the love of it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, those people obviously. He could be, and that. All right, now I will say this: Robert Englund, he charges a shit ton just for his autograph.
Yeah, he does. That's
But
what I was gonna.
I think he understands that a lot of these younger filmmakers, how they look up to him, and so I think he does these cameos and stuff, probably at a quite a discounted rate,
Yeah.
just to help them out and to
Mhm.
get his name out there a little, or to get their names out.
Yeah.
'Cause if you could put Robert Englund, it's like what movie would I watch the other day that had Reggie Bannister in it?
Bone Jangles.
Bone Jangles. Thank you, Dave. Everybody else in that movie was an unheard of person. I mean, Reggie Bannister, he's not the most, famous horror actor, but he's still a pretty well-known horror actor.
Yeah.
He's got like a 5-minute scene, and he got fucking top billing in the movie. That's what it is. Robert Englund may only be in it for 2 minutes, but he's gonna get that top billing spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, because it's gonna help the movie.
Yeah,
people-
absolutely. Strippers versus werewolves is a great example. He's in
He
that movie.
brings a class to anything he does,
does.
Yeah, he does.
And there's just a joyful glee I get from
Yeah,
it. Like,
also- yeah.
And I think it's still like a young actor was like, I'm in a movie. I think he still has that excitement
I
of like,
think-
hey, I'm in a movie.
Well, I think what it is because he's such a prolific actor. He's not like, as much as we, horror fans love him and stuff, like Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder's not one of these actors where he can't really do like a movie and just be like, oh, it's Kane Hodder in like this big budget movie. Robert Englund can still pop up in like non-horror stuff every once in a while and do that. So there's no
Yeah.
real financial worry about, I have to do so many movies for Robert Englund. So he can just pick out roles he wants to do and think he'll have fun with.
Yeah.
Well, Robert Englund's classically trained. He cut his teeth on Shakespeare and shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
and it
You know,
comes through.
so
Yeah.
and he said this before that he didn't expect A Nightmare on Elm Street to become what it became.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, I'll do this one horror film and then I'll go back to doing what I'm doing over here. This is to pay my bills. But he embraced it. He really did embrace it, and good for him. I'm glad, I mean,
Yeah.
it showed that he had pride no matter what. He didn't look down on what he was doing, because there are a lot of those classically trained actors that will look at a horror film and be like, "That's beneath me. I'm not doing that."
Yeah, they look at it almost like it's porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And there's nothing wrong with porn either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and then I really would like him to do like one more direct an actual movie. I really like 976 Evil. I'm a big fan of that movie, so I would like to see him do like some sort of another movie because I think that movie shows a lot of talent. It's not the best movie, but I like it.
I wonder why he doesn't direct that much.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, have you watched my Phantasm review yet?
Oh yeah, Joe's gonna murder you.
Things to
You're
say.
not gonna like it.
Did you watch my Phantasm review? There?
Yeah, I have watched.
How come you never comment? Why don't you ever comment?
Life is busy.
Life has been. I've been dealing with
Oh,
a
come
lot
on. Life ain't that busy. You could be like, good review, Brad. Suck a dick, you know?
Just say eat a dick in every one of his comments.
For me, it's been I'm on like some heavy duty medication, like for anxiety and depression and stuff, and I'm just trying to like literally do what I gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's bad. They're trying all different kinds of medications, and we haven't quite found the right thing for Jen's head for all the shit in Jen's head. So it's hard for me to put one foot in front of the other sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christian, did you know that about that box set? That's pretty dope, huh?
Yeah,
The Scream Factory, yeah.
I have
Yeah.
that box.
I thought that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting that you said that.
There's so many choices for like the movies out there. I don't know which one to get.
I just go with VHS.
Yeah,
I found because I was looking for all the movies individually, right? I found, of course, you can find a bunch of copies of Part 1 on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm. I got
You
that.
can find Ravager on Blu-ray.
I got that.
And then I found 3 and 4 on DVD pretty easily as well. But I can't find 2 on anything. And I wonder if that's why they went with the Scream Factory.
Did it go out of print?
It's a universe. 2 is the only one that I think is still owned by Universal. So I think, or no, is it?
I have it on.
I think 2 and 3 were Scream Factory, weren't they?
Not
In
3.
that
3
set,
was,
3 isn't, but 2 is in the set.
I have 2. See the sexy VHS?
Two's
See
my-
it?
Nice,
Yeah,
that's
I like
a classic.
I know, right?
I got the first one, the one that what's his fuck? Was it J.J. Abrams remastered it? I got the first one that J.J. Abrams remastered.
Yeah, I have that one.
And I got
So
Rapid.
did that make it like the special edition then? Because that's the only one I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I own so many fucking copies of Phantasm 1.
I need everything in between though.
Yeah, I own it on DVD. I own it on another DVD. I own it in a pack of DVDs. I own the Steelbook. I own the remastered Blu-ray. Yeah, I own that movie 5 times.
I've got the remastered Blu-ray in that box set. That's all I have, that 5-pack.
Mm-hmm.
If he's nice to me, I might will the VHS to you. I
Yeah.
might not leave them to your brother. I'll leave them to you. My baby.
Oh, how nice.
Now, you know what you should do? You should leave it to me. And then I'll decide whether Christian gets it or not.
Not a bad idea.
You do that. I'm selling your corpse to a necrophiliac.
I didn't.
You would like that. What are you
That's what I
talking
said.
about?
I'll probably go get it.
She'd be cool with that.
I actually would I be filmed? Like I'd finally be a star.
I guess that's true. I guess that's the problem with having you as a mother is I can't threaten you to get your corpse to get fucked because
I always say come and go one more time.
What do you think, Sean? What do you think of Robert Englund's career? Let me ask you this: do you think that
I love it. I like a lot of his. Not only, I mean, if you gonna say who is the biggest horror icon in the history of horror, I would say it's Freddy. It's got to be. Just everybody knows Freddy Krueger in the world. You know.
I mean, Michael Myers and Jason, they're both right up there too. But
I would say Jason.
The thing that makes Freddy over the top is that for people, I think the reason why Freddy, like you said, is more famous than those two is because Freddy has quotes.
Yeah.
Freddy has things that people can say. And that's what people enjoy about it. And that's what I think made it so huge.
He's almost likable. Robert Englund makes a child murderer likable. which shows how good he is.
I love Freddy. I love that Freddy, anyways. Not the remake Freddy. Fuck
Exactly.
He
The
tried
remake
his best.
could have been
He tried
good.
his best.
Yes, being good.
They
This
put
close to
CGI on his face. Like he couldn't help it.
I'll say another thing. The first time I saw him was in one of my all-time favorite TV shows, V.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
was a
right.
huge
Yeah, I
fan of that show, and he was the friendly alien. And
I was big in a V.
I fell in love with him from then because, I watched that show every week.
Yeah, and of course, the Nightmare on Elm Street is the first thing I saw. Namely, Part 3. That was the first one I ever saw. But I loved it whenever I see him pop up in anything else. I'm like, it's Robert fucking Englund. Hell yeah, you know.
I think where I fell in love
Yeah.
with him was New Nightmare.
New Nightmare.
Because it's basically, he is himself.
Because he's just playing actor who just wants to do paintings.
Yeah.
That which is just Robert Englund.
Yeah, and I fell in love. I was a little kid. I was like, I love you.
Yeah, absolutely. What would be everybody's favorite Robert Englund performance that isn't Krueger? I'm curious.
Mine would it's basically similar, but the Phantom of the Opera for me.
Looking up, like, is it Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah.
Very underrated film, yeah.
You know what's funny? I know, and this is gonna sound kind of weird. I like. Yes, thank you, Joe. Thank you. I did. I loved. That's what I was gonna say. I loved him as the asshole guy that's kind of a redneck
Yeah.
in Strangeland.
Yeah,
I love that. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I just absolutely love that.
Strange.
Yeah.
I also love seeing him in. I loved it when he would do other roles within the Nightmare on Elm Street series. So that way you would think, oh, are they dreaming or, you know, whatever.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I liked that when he did that.
I was just gonna say that trench coat behind the mask. I loved him in that.
I was about to say I like he
Like,
basically.
I loved him in that so much. I want him to play Dr. Loomis in the new movies.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Like what he did with Leslie Vernon, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was about to say that one. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that's Dr.
I,
Loomis.
I think, you know, honestly, I would rather see
Yeah.
him. And I'm not trying to talk shit about Malcolm McDowell because I don't really think it's his fault, but I did not like his portrayal in those movies. So I would love to see.
He hurt me, Sparky. He hurt me.
Oh,
It's
Jen.
not his fault. It's Rob Zombie's fault. Rob Zombie's a dumbass for that shit.
I actually like again, and I've said this so many times. He doesn't touch Donald Pleasant's performance. You can't touch that performance. But I actually thought it was a good performance. I really liked how he portrayed Doc. Back me up. Tell them it's true.
I think Robert Englund could play with damn good Loomis.
I don't.
But
I do. I know. I'm the only one. I know, but the second one we have issues. We have a lot of issues with
Weird
the second.
Al.
But that's the least of it. But the first one I legitimately think was good. I'm gonna say it. It was good. Damn it.
I wasn't.
It just hurts me when he says the same lines that Donald Pleasant says, and it just
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
Understand
No,
that.
As a
it
matter
sounded
of
like
fact, I believe
it
that
sounded like
was.
he was reading them from a
Like,
book.
no.
Yeah, it sounded like he was reading the script right off the page. Like that's
Thank you.
my same issue with him is the
Hey,
same
Danny.
issue I have with Mark Hamill in the fucking New Child's
Child's
Play. He totally phoned. He read it off the script. He phoned it in.
No, I wouldn't say that with Malcolm McDowell. I think he actually brought.
The only times I feel like he's giving a shit with that performance, in the first one at least, is when he's interviewing young kid Michael in the asylum.
Yeah,
But
because there's some touches.
Yeah.
But when he's doing Dr. Loomis from the first film in the second half of the movie, this is why I say the second half of that movie completely falls apart when it becomes a remake of Halloween.
But-
that movie is almost good and then it becomes a remake of Halloween. It kind of falls apart.
No, see, I wouldn't agree with you. Especially that one scene with him and Brad Dourif, where Brad Dourif is literally wanting to kill him. Like,
I think that's more strength to Brad Dourif than anything.
It is, but he's like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just there's something about it. He's smarmy. I don't know. It didn't feel phoned in.
I kind of like the idea of making Loomis like an unlikable asshole, but I don't think the movie handled it as well as it did. I think Halloween 4 and 5 handled that better.
But they kind of made
it's a good thing that I love Chucky so much, because Brad Dourif in that movie almost made me boycott his films.
Oh, I love her.
Okay. I will say, okay, here's one thing I will say, that the Rob Zombie films completely did better than Brad Dourif was way better than whoever the fuck was playing Brackett in the original movies. I don't fucking remember a single thing about him. I really remember some stuff with Brad Dourif. Can't tell you a single thing Brackett did in the original movies.
And the
besides,
second he talks about Lee Marvin.
was he the one who hit Ben Tramer? That's all I
know. Ben Tramer.
Okay, then I can't tell you a single thing Sheriff Brackett did in the first 2 movies.
I like Charles Pfeiffer.
Sheriff Brackett wasn't really a big part of the movies, though. That was the whole thing.
Yeah. Brad
They gave him a more expanded role, but you also have to know that. I mean, Brad Dourif's a much more experienced actor than the other dude was.
Yeah, but I mean, he was like
Right.
his performance in that. I mean, it's not just because I want to sleep with Brad Dourif. I legitimately thought he was like the Chucky roles. He brought such a manic energy, and I love it, especially when he's almost going to kill Dr. Loomis. You know, I just love it. It's
If
so
you see
good.
Brad Dourif in Curse of Chucky, if you tried to fuck Brad Dourif, you'd break him.
If you've seen him lately, yeah, he looks pretty rough.
That means you're good at the sexy times.
He looked like he aged about 40 years in like 5 years.
Well, he's 80. I mean, I think he's 80 now.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think he's 80. I think he turned 80 this year. He turns 80.
Holy
He
balls.
looks damn good then. Not that he doesn't always, but you know.
He's 80. I honestly don't know how old Brad Dourif
So
is.
Christian,
I'm sorry. No, he
everyone's
turned 70.
entitled to one good scare, huh? You don't remember that line?
What now?
He was wearing March
Charles
18th.
Pfeiffer's had a lot of good lines in the
1950.
original Halloween, I thought.
Hey, babe.
I can't.
He turned 70. I'm sorry, not 80. He turned 70.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that he can't be 80.
I knew it was his birthday, and I remember it was one of the higher O's. I thought it was 80, but no, he's 70.
Oh, I can't believe like 1950 was 70 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
You were a teenager.
Fuck you. I'm the same age as Brad Day.
I'll be 40. No, I'll be 40 in it next
I
year.
wasn't
Next year,
even a glint in my
I'll
daddy
be-
wasn't even a glint in somebody's eye yet.
I'll be 39 on the 28th of this month.
What month?
This
This
month?
month?
Yeah.
You old fuck.
On the 28th, I'll be 39.
I know
You're
what I'm
not
gonna get you for your birthday, Jay. Or Dave.
Huh?
You're not a
I know what I'm
cancer.
gonna
are
get you for your birthday.
I'm a Cancer, yeah. Thanks, man.
you? That doesn't surprise me.
I'm gonna get you a hooker for your birthday.
Yes, please.
Jen, are you
Yes,
available?
please.
Well, David, we have our own thing already.
Oh, yeah.
Me.
I forgot about the sex
Can you
call.
order one online or something like?
Besides, get him a good. Oh, you know,
like with a
Oh no, the ones around here rob you.
Target.
Because I am in another town, in another city, in another state, working.
Brad, while you're up there, check how the Oklahoman hookers are. You already
Colorado.
the Coloradoan hookers are.
Oh, I could already told you that. No,
They're mountain hookers.
just kidding, babe. I did not have an Asian hooker in my hotel room last night.
I gotta get some of the mountain hookers.
I want a movie called Mountain Hookers. Yeah, no. You got to get Dave a hooker, and you got to tell her she has to dress up like Mojo Jojo. Apparently,
Yes.
hot.
Oh my god, yes.
you thought I forgot.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm here for a week.
I still say we need to do the sex cult thing, Dave. And
I'll
like
be back.
Brad Yeah, Brad could
I'm
be one
going
of
back. You know what's funny is as soon as I get home on Friday night,
the.
I'm gonna finish off the stream
Rocky
because I don't think
Mountain
I'm gonna
Mama.
make most of the stream with the guys. And then Saturday morning, I got to turn back and drive right back to Colorado.
Oh, I know.
I'm taking the family on vacation.
That's why I thought it was weird that you're already there.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing there? I thought you guys
Hey,
go.
Chris, come up here and feed my dogs for me while I'm gone.
Fuck you. Are you going to pay me?
I'll pay you to feed them. I ain't paying you mileage.
Then fuck no.
Actually, I think you should come up here and stay a summer anyways. You can have internship with Brad.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Brad's intern.
You do.
Can't imagine what that would be like.
Just asking for sexual harassment at that point.
Sparky might as well get it in now.
I will never sexually harass you, you sick fuck.
Except for all the times you've hit on me in the last year.
Man, how have I hit on you?
Oh, I'm itchy.
I have
my
distinct
I
memories
thought we were here
of you hitting on me.
He hits on me
This is-
too.
harassment or sexual harassment hangouts. Yeah, that's it. That's on Tuesdays. Oh wait, today's Tuesday. Shit.
So anyway, Robert Englund.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people have been not talking about Robert Englund the whole time.
Oh,
So,
I'm
guys, what's your favorite
I don't know what you're talking about,
non-Elm
babe. I
Street
think
role?
favorite non-Elm Street role? Phantom of the Opera.
I want to see him in that. I have it, but I haven't seen it.
You haven't watched it yet? That's a good
No, I
one.
haven't watched it yet. I also want to pick up 2000 Maniacs remake because he's in that too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yep.
yeah, 2001. I'm sorry.
2001 Maniacs. He got replaced by Bill Moseley in the sequel. Though.
Oh, really?
The
Oh, so
man.
he's not in the sequel. Okay.
No, he's not in Field of Screams. No.
The Mangler.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Mangler, yeah, he does a really good job in the
That's
Mangler.
another movie that I own that I haven't watched,
Yeah.
or at least I saw it like way back in the day, but I don't remember anything about it.
Oh, the Mangler. Murder washing machine.
I like it. Fuck you. I like it.
It's a demon washing machine. Ooh.
And then the refrigerator part.
Yeah.
I like it.
I also I really liked his meta playing himself in New Nightmare.
He's really
I
good.
did.
And Jack Brooks,
That,
Monster Slayer.
Mhm.
He's the bad guy in Jack Brooks' Monster Slayer too.
I liked
Yeah.
it in the Super one.
Zombie.
I just got that at the Dollar Tree for the kids.
What, Jack Brooks?
No, Jack the one
Oh.
that's the
Jack the Giant Slayer?
oh, is okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry, wrong movie.
I was gonna say your kids are advanced in horror.
My bad, wrong movie. Similar name. Sorry.
I never seen your dogs. Your dogs are like a mystery.
It's because they're outdoor dogs.
Oh.
We'll film outside.
Are they?
Do
Yeah.
your-
Are they by the grill or?
No,
Outside.
they're in there with pins.
Oh, okay.
Two of them are pinned up by the barn, and the other one is pinned up. I just moved her.
You have a barn?
She was getting attacked by the other one. I moved her to a. Dude, I got a freaking rodeo arena in my backyard.
What? Why am I not there right now?
Why are you not doing taking advantage of this for videos?
I'm not a fucking cowboy.
You can play one on the internet, though,
On YouTube.
partner.
I might. I've been thinking about doing some different things, but I need I don't have anybody to do it with or to help me a lot of the time. So
We need to go up there. We
You-
need to be an intern.
He doesn't want the dogs to steal his spotlight.
But I actually had to take the shoot where the okay, we have a calf roping arena in my backyard.
Excuse me,
And
guys.
I've got all of it. I've got all the equipment back there and everything. The shoot where the horse and the cowboy wait to get released, I just turned that into a dog pen for my other dog
Oh, okay.
because it was getting attacked by the other two for some
Oh.
reason. So I had to separate them.
Mm.
I took your spot.
You're a bastard.
Yeah.
I thought I was just gonna see like Jen pop up at Brad's house.
My barn is actually my workshop, but I haven't used it in forever.
Oh,
I need to clean it out because my dogs fucked it up, and I just been lazy and haven't done it.
Jen's dog is a big star in their videos.
I'm watching the color out of space over on Jen's picture now. Have you guys seen that? Yeah, you guys saw that, right?
You move it for some reason, it does red or something. Why does it do that?
I don't know.
Oh no, because you guys are both combined for a second.
That's awesome.
That's because she was sitting on top of him.
Yeah. Like when the mom and the son get stuck fused together.
With a llama?
With a llama.
Yeah.
You've been watching Taboo again, Dave?
No comment.
Bill
Some
bought
weird shit on that show.
Bill bought the Taboo films because Vinegar Syndrome put them out.
I know, like just fancy porn editions. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what Vinegar Syndrome started as, was a boutique porn label. Like, they put out porn.
Yeah, I think that was
Synapse. Synapse started that way, too.
the first 4. I'm sure there's like 100.
Yeah, they do. They do have a lot of that.
Alpaca.
And Shout Factory was Rhino, which was a kids label.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what
Now
Shout Factory was.
Now they just have a horrible ordering system.
Oh, I finally got my last movie, and as I was getting ready to drive up here Monday,
Which one?
I stopped at the mailbox, and it must have been delivered Saturday.
Mhm.
I got my 35th anniversary edition of Transformers the movie.
Welcome back, Martin. My Vinegar Syndrome Hall is in New Jersey right now.
I forgot to leave the mail. I forgot to leave the mail keys with my wife so she could check the mail while I was gone.
Mm.
She kept on hers.
I should be getting the Vinegar Syndrome Hall in a couple days, so yours is probably coming too.
I hope so. I saw a couple people getting their videos already on video.
Yeah, they just shipped mine yesterday. But it's already in New Jersey.
I shipped a package to Joe almost 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and it's still fucking in Massachusetts. It's been there for a week.
Wow.
It's taking a nice Cape Cod vacation.
I'm waiting on a package that Amazon swears is going to be delivered today. And if it is, turn Amazon down.
What'd you get?
I got pins, coloring pins. They're 80 glitter pins. I've bought them before, but I was running out of a lot of ink. And I'm excited because now I can go back to some coloring books. Because some of my coloring books are just made for these pens. They're like perfect.
I gotta get a pencil sharpener, like a really small pencil sharpener, so I can color my coloring pencils.
I don't like color. I don't like colored pencils. I never do good with them. I've seen people who do amazingly good with them. I suck at colored pencils.
Depends
I'm about to go fucking Karen on the post office.
I have to say, guys, Target, if you order movies, it gets pretty quick. It got to my house in about a week, and they have an awesome selection online. Not at the store, but if you order online, they got a lot of stuff.
Christian, have you ever seen the movie Hot Dog the Movie?
Yes, I've seen Hot Dog the movie.
You should go buy the Synapse version.
I saw that years ago.
Yeah, I just picked up the Synapse version. I'm going to review the movie on the channel because I love that movie so much.
My favorite non-horror skiing movie is Ski Patrol. I like Ski Patrol a lot.
I love
Here's some fun trivia.
Yeah.
Hot Dog the Movie was the first ever feature film to put the movie in the title.
Ah, cool.
Really?
Cool. My record just at the end of the month.
Yeah, you got the germ box set,
Yeah,
right?
that's coming in at the end of the month.
The Germs box set? Did you say Germs box set?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I splurged on myself for my birthday and got a box set of the Germs on vinyl. I got Cat's Claws, GI, and it comes with like a bunch of neat little extras.
Nice. I only have GI on vinyl.
Yeah.
And a poster too.
And a poster and a bandana and a armband, a couple pins and a CD and like 40-page booklet about the history of the band.
Awesome.
You colored it, Martin? You colored Mark Carr's coloring book?
I colored the nun in the book. And then my pencils got so dull.
I'm gonna make
should say
photocopies
colors
of it and do it.
And those are high-end colors. I don't do good with colored pencils. The bleed through, you can do stuff with the bleed through. If you get like a plastic thing, Martin, it won't bleed through the next page.
Oh, cool.
You can put a protector on there. I suck at colored pencils. Like, I hate the way it looks like with colored pencils on me. And I've seen people do amazing things with them.
I like to mix colored pencils with marker.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been a lot of fun, and I wish I could have been here a lot sooner. But I'm gonna go because my little girls want to talk to me.
Okay.
So,
All right, bro.
Enjoy it.
Thanks for showing up. Like I said, maybe next time we'll try and make it a little bit later.
Also, hopefully, I won't be somewhere where I'm not next time. So
Yeah.
But the girls want to do some FaceTime with Daddy, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that's sweet.
Are you saying your children are more important than the rest of us?
Yes.
I think that's what. Yes.
Oh, fair
Well,
enough. You're then. Go
Fair
go
enough.
have fun with it then.
So I'll talk to y'all later.
Hugs, Brad.
Bye,
All
Brad.
right, peace
Oh, if
out.
they're still on when I come back. Maybe I'll
Bronco
just jump back.
Juggalo in the house. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, one more thing I wanted to talk about that I'm very curious what you guys think about. That's been in the horror news a lot past few days about Stephen King wanting to write a novel about Friday 13th. What do you think of that?
Oh, I didn't look at the article. I saw the cover of it though.
Wait, I haven't heard about this. Really?
Bye.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
he's been talking about it on Twitter and stuff.
Huh. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Jinx. Jinx poke, you owe me a
But he
Coke.
wanted to do it from like
Being
Jason's
the-
perspective, he said.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
That would be cool. Like, it'd be an interesting take. But what about the rights? Because aren't they still fighting over the rights? So how would that work?
Well,
What-
yeah, he mentioned that too. He's like, he did mention that. I was like, I don't know if I'd be able to do it with all the stuff going on. They can't get the rights.
Yeah. Unless maybe that would be the thing that would push him to finally agree on something.
Oh, he said he's glad he didn't.
Hmm. Right,
Yeah.
Joe? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he could like write something that's basically that, just remove the Friday the 13th stuff in it and release that. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd be interested. It would almost be kind of like, because Joe said it would be from Jason's perspective, it'd kind of be like those passages in Cujo.
Yeah, it would be. And I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
where you get the dog's perspective. That would be interesting.
Yeah, but a slasher, that could be kind of cool, actually. And that's really something you couldn't do with an actual movie.
That's cool.
That'd be
That's the
interesting.
thing, though. What if they made it into a movie like they do all his stuff? So many of his stuff.
I'd be down to see it.
I'd be interested to read that, actually.
Yeah.
I'll be all over that.
I think everyone would be. Horror fans, Stephen King fans, horror fans that are Stephen King fans, non-horror fans that are,
Yeah.
bleh. I've gone cross-eyed.
What other franchise would we want Stephen King to do a novelization of?
Psycho.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Nice. Do you think he knows enough about Jason and the Friday 13th franchise to be able to do it?
His name was Mason. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah. He seems
Name
like
is Mason.
yeah.
I guess I would trust that he would do the research even if he didn't. You know.
Yeah, because that's just what? 9 movies you'd have to watch. That's
I'm sure he's seen them.
yeah.
But I'd probably go revisit them. But yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
he's seen them.
That's not too much research, really.
Unlike Mr. Ronnie, you.
Oh yeah.
Who thinks he's scared of the water?
I'm terrified of the water. 2 movies ago, swimming in the water
Yeah.
And then,
on a fucking boat.
he was a normal boy at the end of 8.
Yeah.
And then I bet he fucked it up again.
Yeah.
He got a second chance, and then they just fucked it up.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the nuclear waste of New York City. As we all know, they flood the sewers with nuclear waste every night.
Mhm.
Okay, the nuclear waste demutated him back to being a kid, and then not getting. I don't fucking know, man.
But he's scared of water.
But he has a killer worm living inside of him.
Oh yeah, see that gives him the killer worm thing, so
Yeah.
he can
That
then.
was Freddy
So
and
he-
the demon sperm.
You clearly don't remember Jason Goes to Hell well enough. Remember, he impregnates his cousin with his own worm soul thing.
Yeah.
And you wonder why I have issues with Goes
And
to
then he
Hell.
gets reborn looking fucked up like he did at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't even. He's like, "Fuck, I really shouldn't have."
In hell, like he's jumping from body to body. He
Yeah.
was a coroner, and then what was the next body?
He was Kane Hodder. He was a coroner. He was his cousin.
Kane Hart was an FBI agent.
Oh yeah, he was.
He's just in the background, but I was like,
I thought he actually turned into Kane Hodder for like a split second.
I don't
No,
think so. It's
they called him a pussy. Kane Hodder called Jason a pussy, and Jason killed him. Or I mean, Jason Coroner killed him.
Yeah. And then he can go to space.
Who was it? Who did he jump to after the coroner? I'm trying to
The
remember.
cop, like the deputy.
That's right.
Yeah, when he shaved, he had to shave his chest or something like that
Yeah.
for reasons.
As you do.
Yeah.
And they have Jason burgers. Tell me that not everyone here will want a Jason burger with a little
Jason-
hockey mask.
There's 2 good things about Jason. 3 good things. Evil Dead references, Jason Burgers, and Duke. Those are the 3 good things
And
about.
Kane Hodder appearance.
Yeah.
You get that. Ooh, a novelization at Elm Street. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be interesting.
That would be so fucked up. That would be just
Yeah.
like the most
It could be.
dark freaking shit ever.
Probably.
I bought my grandmother the new Stephen King book, If It Bleeds.
Is it any good? Have you heard of it? Is it?
She started reading it today. Nothing really has happened yet.
I'm behind on
Yeah.
Last thing I read was Outsider. I think that was the last thing I read. It was good. I still haven't watched the show. I think the show finished, or is the show even started?
It got canceled.
Oh, did it? I honestly didn't even know it had started. That was the last book of his I read. I still need to see Dr. Sleep.
Oh yeah, we need to see Dr.
Still
Sleep.
need to see it.
I just got my brother that for an early birthday present.
Nice.
You
Fuck, right.
want Clyde Barker to write a prequel to Troll 2? Troll 2 needs a prequel, huh?
Oh god.
I know. No,
It needs a prequel so bad.
don't put this out in
Okay,
the
no.
universe.
Clive Barker could explain how Needlebog is troll is goblin backwards. He could explain this finally, how that works.
How could he explain it?
Well, he could. He's Clive Barker, so it'll involve BDSM somehow.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, some kind
Okay,
of
it's on HBO.
perverted thing.
It's not canceled. I just don't have the channel.
Well, I'd be cool with Clive Barker's Troll 2 prequel novel.
Oh yeah.
More Goblin Queen. That'd be cool.
More Goblin Queen.
Oh, my tattoo artist is back in Massachusetts.
Ooh, there you go.
Come to my house, Jason.
There you go.
Oh, guys, guess what I watched the other night? I haven't seen it in like 15 years probably.
What?
The Stepfather.
Oh,
I love
That would have been another good indie film.
That's a
Damn
great
it.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
Oh yeah. I can't whistle for shit. Yeah. That's an
That's pretty
amazing.
sick when he just walks down the stairs and then you look in the
One of my-
living room and his whole family's laying there.
One
Blood
of my
everywhere.
One of my favorite movie openings ever is that opening to The Stepfather. I love that. I love how bleak it is.
He's going on with his life, which
Yeah.
is what they do.
I love Stepfather.
That was based on a true story.
That's a
Sort
great-
of.
he was really good in that, Terry Quinn.
Yeah, Terry Quinn was great in it. He's even okay in the sequel.
Yeah.
I like how
I
he
don't
changes to different disguises and the
I do love Steven Summers, but I would have liked to see that.
I forget. Did he return for part 3 or was
No,
he
it
just in
somebody-
2?
It was someone else got
Okay.
the role out. In
Yeah.
I can't
right.
remember.
Yeah, because I be honest, the only 2 I visit often are 1 and 2. I don't really watch 3 that much because of the
Which
annoying
for-
movie.
For what one?
For
Stepfather.
Stepfather.
Oh yeah, he wasn't in 3.
Yeah, it was. Who was it, Dave?
I remember 3 being pretty bad.
Some guy.
Terrible, but
That-
it was.
I remember the kid in the wheelchair was one of the most annoying things I've ever watched in a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be a good runner-up.
He
to
did.
the
I
dog.
remember he couldn't act for shit.
The priest was good. I liked the priest in it though.
Yeah, the third one got very low budget because that was like straight to cable.
yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, 2 was at least an HBO movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Their daddy.
Got
Always,
made fun
you always got to put Stonehenge in things. Stonehenge always works.
Put one in and everything.
Like
Yeah.
Christian's favorite Halloween.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Put more.
Yeah.
in.
I'm getting that tattooed on my body.
You're getting
Awesome.
Stonehenge from part 3?
No, I'm getting a Halloween chest piece.
Nice. That's awesome.
I gotta still plan it out, but I plan it out in my head right now.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Do you know a guy that'll do it good? A good job?
Yeah, he's back in Massachusetts right now. I still
Oh,
have.
Nice.
I was gonna get some money. I had money, and then he was in Pennsylvania, but now he's back, and I don't have money again.
Damn.
I tell you, we need to do the sex cult thing.
I know, so we can get some tattoo money. Yeah,
We would
To
be
get
so-
what? To get money.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
have money Thursday.
Missed that part of the stream.
yeah, Sean, you would be like our doorman because you're concierge. 'cause
They
you're
have
so
this
classy.
whole cult planned out.
It's all the work. Like it's a thespian sex cult. And like we're gonna use Brad's friend Bill because he has like a 1,000-acre thing, and we're gonna have it where it's theater meets sex.
Ooh, what if Clive Barker did?
No,
this?
So,
no,
yeah.
Michael Myers. The mask. I'm gonna get the masks.
Concierge, you'll be
Yeah.
like, what fantasy can we fulfill
We'll have the
today?
pervy version of Michael from the producer's cut, right?
Basically, yeah. Yeah. Jason's
I
gonna be
would
an
be.
accountant.
Wouldn't a Clive Barker version of Night of the Demons just be a slightly more raunchy Night of the Demons?
You know.
Yeah.
I need that though. That'd be awesome.
Probably.
Just Cenobites. I like that idea.
Yeah, but we would.
I
be,
like that
you
idea,
could have
Trenchy.
like a tattoo everywhere.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
can cover it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's got to move to New Mexico, though. Like all the horror.
Trenchy's asking.
Yes, you're part of it. Everyone's gonna have a
Trench
role.
coat wants to join, Jen.
God damn it! How is it that this is why we don't do streams anymore? Because every time you start a cult,
I just think it would be nice. And
Damn it,
Sean,
Jen, every time.
yeah, Sean is the most classy guy, so I see him in a dapper like suit thing. Welcome, we will fulfill all your fantasies.
oh, he's fucking Mr. Rourke.
Yeah, I'd be like the
Yeah.
violin guy.
Yeah. Would you need whips and chains today?
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Oh God! Don't say Fantasy Island. I just got that movie out of my
And
head.
I didn't think about that.
your little tattoo guy would be Mojo Jojo. The Mojo Jojo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Brad would be definitely like a bouncer pimp kind of guy, keeping everybody in line.
This would be the 6th, Martin. It's a long story.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you'd be a good records keeper, Martin. Keeping all the records in check.
They work with Jason in accounting. Yeah.
Accounting.
Yeah, Jason's gonna be our
Oh, you're
accountant.
getting
I trust him.
sophisticated now.
I trust him with the money because I don't trust Brad with the money, but I trust Jason with the money. He'll make sure everyone gets paid.
Jesus Christ.
Brad would buy like 20 copies of Shark Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Monty will be our tech guy.
The greatest movie ever.
Monty will be our tech guy because,
Yeah.
because for the ones that want to do virtual experiences, yeah, everyone's gonna have a role. I'm trying to think of everybody.
Oh, God.
And we're all going to be rich. We're all going to be filthy rich. And we'll still do horror on the side.
We're in
Welcome to the Bordello Horror Corner.
the Bordello of Blood.
Yeah.
The Bordello of Blood.
That can be one of our things.
Yeah, we can be the worst Tales from, or the second worst Tales from the Crypt movie.
Yeah, Death Central. Work on your own human centipede.
Yeah. Whatever the customer wants, as long as their check clears, we don't ask questions.
The customer is always right.
Don't judge. Welcome to Jen and Dave's Sex Club, where we don't judge.
A little bit of column A, Marty, but mostly column B. Mostly column B.
I tell you, we're sitting on a gold mine, Sparky. We are. You get to be white.
Oh, yeah, I get to.
Brad will take you under his wing.
Where the fuck are you going? Oh, okay.
We have to go a few more minutes, so it'll be 3 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I have to pee.
That's honestly shorter than I figured this was going to be.
It was a blast.
It'll be long.
I figured it would be the 4-hour mark with all the questions.
But everyone had really great question answers.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a blast.
Yeah, it was. I have to go check the porch, so in a minute. Fucking Amazon. They're going to hear from me. If I'm not here by 9 o'clock, I'm going to be waiting on a porch.
Don't shoot the UPS man.
But they didn't bring my pants.
That's not the UPS man's fault.
I don't care. That's who's going to pay.
Just stab him in the neck with a colored pen.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do that, Dave, because those are super nice pens, and they're only $16. And they're super glittery. They just pop. They make the pictures pop.
Best animated horror. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust for an animated
What's
horror.
that one that Amber always talks about?
Where the dead go to die?
No, that one.
Super fucked up.
Maybe that's
Where the dead go
Best
to die.
animated horror.
I'd say I like El Super Beasto.
Oh, Super Beasto is really good. Ooh, Cora. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go Trenchy on this Coraline.
What's that one? The graveyard one or Tombstone? You told me about it.
Grave of the Fireflies?
Yeah.
That's not really a horror story. That movie's just sad.
Oh, okay.
That thing's just sad.
Watership Down.
Oh,
No!
I love Watership
That
Down.
scarred me
That
as
is
a
what-
kid. Now that movie did. I bawled like a little bitch.
That's one of my favorite books.
I love that fucking movie. Those poor rabbits. What did they do? Fuckers.
It's a meta.
I know! But I still did. But not to a little 4-year-old.
Fair enough. You funny. Now look at them die.
That was one thing your grandmother showed me, and she wanted me to get it, and I was just this little kid. Oh, Mom, they killed the bunnies.
Yeah, they kill the bunnies, sweetie. This is a metaphor.
Yeah, and she tried to explain because she thought I was old enough because 4-year-old.
You were watching Cannibal Holocaust at the time.
I was 7. I was about 7 or 8 when I did that. Little 4-year-old. That's just fucked up to do.
Children's movies are way creepier than any horror movies.
Absolutely. Return to Oz unnerves me way more than any single horror movie I've ever watched.
Secret of Nim.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Secret of Nim.
Secret of Nim.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Something wicked this way come.
Peach?
I've never cared for James and the Giant Peach.
Which is
But I'm talking
funny.
stop motion stuff. Coraline's great. Also, I'm a big fan of Paranorman. I like Paranorman.
Paranorman.
Always have. If you were a kid.
Nice.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, something this wicked this way
Because
comes.
it's always like a Tim Burton thing, or
Nightmare Before Christmas. Corpse Bride.
yeah, I don't like. I'm not into that stuff.
Me neither. I like Corpse Bride just fine, but I never got into the whole Nightmare Before Christmas.
Gee, who was Sean? Who was the one who walked out of Nightmare Before Christmas in the theater?
Me.
Yeah.
Me. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. Although okay, I'm gonna say one I just thought of. I kind of like the new Addams Family one.
I'm still gonna see it. I'm still gonna see it.
I love that one. He does. I had to. The reason I saw it is because I watched it. We had like a little family movie night, and he loved it too. He did. He liked it. So
It's fun.
it didn't bother me. It was fine. It was fine. I still like the movies a little better, but you know.
Well, those 90s movies are actually really damn entertaining.
Yeah, and Raul Julia just a treat.
We're supposed to bake the
Cries
cake.
and Jack. I'm sorry, man.
You were supposed to bake the cake.
I'm
I
not
have, I have respect for Tim Burton.
I'm not a fan either.
I'm weird with Tim Burton. There's some stuff I really love, like Ed Wood is one of my favorite movies ever. I adore the hell out of Ed
Yes,
Wood.
Ed Wood. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Ed Wood's
That's
one of my
where I
all-time.
feel like he used this style the best.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, God.
do you guys like Monkey Bone?
You just set a piece of my childhood right there, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, not really. Sorry.
Oh, Monkey Bone. I acknowledge that movie
Weird.
is good, but it's weird as fuck, and I liked it as a
I don't think there's one.
What do you
Um,
call it? Is weird as shit.
Cool World.
Invaders from Mars.
Oh yeah, with the crazy little alien guys.
Bebe's Kids. I love Bebe's Kids.
You love babies.
Oh, I'm thinking of
God,
Space Invaders. Space Invaders, remember that?
God, what is his name? He's one of my favorite movie makers.
What are we
He made Cool World.
Oh
God.
yeah.
Um,
I know what you're talking about.
He made Fire and Ice. He made Wizards.
Ralph Bakshi.
Ralph Bakshi. Thank you.
Yeah.
American Pop and Coonskin are two of my all-time favorite movies. I love them.
I know there's one other Tim Burton movie I like besides Ed.
Beetlejuice is pretty good.
I'm not. I was never.
Never been. Yeah, there's another one. Never been big on that.
I don't mind it. I don't hate it, but I didn't love it.
I like Edward Scissorhands.
That one has some
My
good
mom
elements.
loves that movie.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I adore Bakshi. Yeah.
Sleepy
I really-
Hollow. That was good.
There you go, Sleepy Hollow. I actually kind of like Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, you did as a kid.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
It's got some good horror elements.
Guys, I'm gonna get going or I'm gonna put my pants. So I'll see you guys later. It was awesome hanging.
Great
It
seeing you
was.
guys.
This was a
Thank
blast.
you
guys.
indeed. Thank you for hanging. Should probably wrap it up, guys. What do you say?
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose.
I
so.
have to go check the porch and maybe commit a homicide. I mean,
All right.
accident. I was here the whole time. If the cops are
Make
at me,
it look
I
good. Make it look good.
Okay, bye guys. Bye Martin.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Sean.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys. Have a good night.
You too. Hug Sean. Love you.
Love
Bye.
you, Sean.
Love you,
you,
Dave.
Good
Bye,
night,
guys.
Great show, guys. Thanks for hanging.
Good night, everyone in chat.
Don't worry. I'll make sure I end